APL Cepal holding Chaz Cepal knockout tournament. We are at the Balata playing field. This is round 3. Tonight we have a cracker of a game for you. DC United taking on Labe. We're about to have our first ball bowl tonight. So we invite you to tag along with us for some exciting T20 cricket at the Balata playing field. And so we have DC United winning the toss tonight and electing to field first. And we have the openers for Labe, Ori Changu taking strike and Jaden Libox at the non-strikers end. Joshua Cepal starts the bowling and Labe is immediately off the mark and they get their inning going tonight. So it's all about T20 cricket right here at Balata tonight. We have excitement coming your way. I have a co-commentator who will be joining me in just a bit. So stick around, guys. It's going to be awesome tonight. Of course, this is the final game before the semi-final, and that semi-final will be played between the winner of tonight's game. Will be taking on Millet. And of course, Josh comes in again. That's down the leg side. Wide delivery, so gifting runs away very early tonight. Not very disciplined with the line tonight. And Labe takes the total on to 2. Of course, tonight, really pleasantly surprised that this game actually came off tonight because of the weather we've been having all day. And there's a loud appeal. Umpire says not out. DC going up vehemently for this one. Of course, early wickets, very important tonight. Of course, in charge of the game tonight is umpire Dennis Leo and Glenn Ariste. Glenn at the presiding umpire at the moment, and umpire Leo is at the square leg. Here's Josh once more. Bowling to Jaden. Jaden is opening the face of the bat. This is going to take some stopping. Just close to the boundary. They come back, complete the second. Labe is tickling along. Of course, it's all going to be how many Labe he can post tonight. It's going to be very important to get a decent total tonight. Both teams packing a lot of power tonight. Josh, once more. Bowls to Jaden. Jaden is flashing at that. There's another appeal. And umpire turns it down once again. So this is really applying the pressure early. Everybody is involved at this moment, trying to get that early breakthrough, that much needed early breakthrough to try to put some pressure on Labe. Josh, once more. Bowls to Jaden. Jaden is hitting that over cover for 4. Lovely shot. Josh just missing his length there, and Jaden latching onto this one and slapping that to the cover boundary for 4. First boundary of the night. Of course, I'm sure it's not going to be the last one. As Josh comes in again, what does he do now? How does he respond? Again, he's full in his length there. Jaden looking to swing over mid-wicket, but not making contact. That brings the over to an end. And after over number 1, the score is 8 without loss. So from the river end, it will be Keegan Arnold to take up the bowling. And that brings Ori Changu into strike. I'm surprised to see Keegan bowling medium pace tonight. Keegan comes in, bowls to Ori, that is full outside the off stump. Ori flashes, but doesn't make contact. Goes through to the keeper. Traditionally, I know Keegan to be a left arm spinner, but tonight he's bowling medium pace. And there's been a noticeable lack of spinners in the APL T20. Maybe the small field accounts for. Keegan comes in again. That's a short ball, wide signal the umpire.
Good call.
And DC, of course, will want to be very disciplined with their line and length tonight. They want to restrict Labe to as little as possible. DC United. Keegan comes in again. Can he get the line right? Outside the off stump. Ori is just getting on one knee, flashing at this one. A very, very vocal DC United tonight. Of course, representing Chaz in this tournament, so they're eager to win this one in his name. Here's Keegan. Ball to Ori. Ori is getting the ball. There's a lot of appeal for caught behind. Again, it's turned down by belated decision by umpire Leo. He raises the finger, and Ori Changu goes without scoring. And Labe loses their first wicket with the score on 9. So 9 for 1. Labe losing the first wicket. Ori Changu caught behind the ball of Keegan Arnold without scoring. So that brings the very dangerous Jason Simon to the crease. Of course, Jason boasting the highest individual total in the tournament so far, 96. So, of course, Labe would be hoping that he could replicate that knock tonight after losing an early wicket in the second over of the match tonight. Jason comes to the crease, and this is going to be a very, very important passage of play for Labe, because you don't want to lose too many early wickets and get pegged back too early. Of course, folks, we're still in the power play, the first 6 overs, where only 2 fielders are allowed outside the circle. Of course, you'd want teams to try to capitalize on those six overs and trying to get as many runs as possible. So a little bit of chop and change to the field by Javon Charles, the captain of the DC United. So here is Keegan. He aborts the run. Got to start it all over again. So just looking at the field, a very wide open off field. Lots of gap on the offside for Jason to go through. Of course, he loves. Jason is getting the ball pitched up almost Yorker length, tries to drive, and Gabriel comes from the slip area, cleans it up, and there is no run. Keegan starts the run again. Oh, good delivery there by Keegan. Just beating Jason outside the off stump. And this is going to be some interesting game tonight, I tell you. Of course, speaking to DC United earlier, they said they intend to bowl out Labe under 100 tonight. So DC not looking to spend that much time on the field tonight, trying to get this one over as quickly as possible. Keegan runs in again. Ball getting the ball full on the bat. And Tristan comes from backward point and cleans up. Just a single. Jason is off the mark. Labe moves on to 10. And at the end of over number 2, Labe 10 for 1. And it looks like DC had only 10 players on the field. As we see, Mario, 9 players. So Mario comes in, makes that 10. who is on now. So Tyrell Chico joins the team as well. So this United with the full complements of players right now. So Josh is gonna bowl over number 3 rather. He's second. From the south end, Josh comes in. Bowls to Jason. Jason's getting the ball. A bit short. He cuts that one away. And the fielder at backward point cleans up just a single. Score moves on to 11. Labe currently going at a run rate of 5.08 runs on over. They would need to up the ante rather quickly. Josh comes in again. As a short delivery, Jaden is swinging at this one, but not making contact. And that was really a give. That really should have been punished. Although he took pace off this one, maybe surprising the batsman with the pace on that ball. But really, that should have been punished. Here is Josh. Another short delivery. It's in the air. It could be taken. Yes! So Jaden hitting that straight to the man at deep mid-wicket. Tyler Sukwa takes the catch. And it seems like it's a no ball. It's a no ball. So Jaden has a life tonight. There's a bit of a discussion on the field. The umpire has his arm outstretched, signaling no ball, but the DC United players are incensed, claiming that the wicket, but actually it's going to be a free hit. Regardless of what DC thinks tonight, the umpires are definitely in charge of the game, and it's going to be a no ball. So what should have been a wicket is going to result in a free hit to Labe. DC United not very happy with this decision. Of course, very few teams would be happy with a wicket being overturned, but the rules are the rules, and if you infringe, there's always a penalty. So, free hit. So it's Jaden versus Josh for the free hit. Can Jaden capitalize on this one and make it count? Here's Josh. Another short ball. That's in the air. It could go all the way. And yes, definitely Jaden muscles this one away for 6. Over, long off. And Josh made to pay a hefty price of the free hit. So that takes the score to 18 for 1 Labe. Of course, that no ball, I think they had too many players outside the circle. So DC United infringing on the fielding restrictions and paying the ultimate price, a free hit, which was dispatched for 6. So here is Josh. Jaden's getting the ball full on middle stump. He just turns this one over to square leg. They go through for the single. Stevon very vocal on the field tonight, encouraging his team on, always in the game. Here is Josh. He aborts the run, dead ball. So here is Joshua. Bowls to Jason. Jason's getting another ball. Pitched up to him. There's a shot at the stumps, but they come through for the single. Just one ball left in the over. The score moves on to 20 for 1. Labe in over number 3. 20 for 1. Halfway through the power play, and Labe probably would have been hoping to be a little further along. But with some disciplined bowling from this United so far, bowling the ball right up to the stumps, not giving Jason or Jaden room to free their arms. As Joshua comes in again. A slower delivery. That's in the air. Magnificently caught. That was beautifully taken. The ball dying on him, but putting in the dive and coming up with a very, very good catch to dismiss Jaden Eli box. And Labey under pressure tonight, losing the second wicket with the score only on 20. And that brings in the very dangerous Calendar to the wicket. But of course, being under pressure tonight, he may not have the freedom to play as he desires. So DC making inroads into Labey's innings tonight, taking the second wicket. Jaden Eli box gone for 13. And Josh getting his revenge there, getting the wicket finally. So continuing from the river end or the northern end, it's Keegan Arnold to start over number 4 with Labey on 20 for 2. Jason Simon in strike. He's been joined at the crease by Calendar. So at the moment, 2 of Labey's very powerful hitters at the wicket as Keegan comes in. Bowls to Jason. Jason gets the ball pitch on the leg stump. He just pushes it back. The bowler cleans up and no run. Arnold to Simon. Short ball. Looked like he made some contact on it. So they run through for the single. And one more to the total. So 21 for 2 in over number 4. Brings in Calendar into strike to face his first delivery. Here is Arnold. Very long run up. Bowls a ball full. Bits the bat, bits the keeper. Runs away to the boundary, but of course no buys. So just another dot ball. And it's just Labey is trying to muscle everything out of the field. Not looking to rotate the strike and take those valuable singles. Of course, it's going to be very important tonight to take every run and offer. Because very damp outfield, so you might not get much value for your shots along the ground. So you need to take those very valuable singles, look to turn 1 into 2s, and try to get as many as possible. Arnold runs in again. Getting the ball wide outside the off stump. Umpire Leo signals. Arnold is probably trying to use the ploy of bowling full and wide outside the off stump, but just missing the mark there this time and paying the price and gifting Labey 1 run. Takes the total to 22 for 2 as Arnold runs in again. That's a short ball down the leg side again. Wide signal by umpire Leo. And Labey would not mind this very, very much. It's an extra run, an extra ball to play with. So Labey probably wouldn't mind that at all, but of course, this United would need to pay particular attention to that because every single run given away has to be scored. Here is Arnold. Ball full on the leg stump. Calendar just pushes it back. The bowler picks it up The score remains on 23-2. Just one ball left in the over. And Labe is scoring at just 5 runs and over. So at that rate, Arnold. Get the ball right in the groin area. Feeling a bit of a drizzle coming down. Let's hope that stays away and does not affect the proceedings out in the middle tonight, because it has been raining across the island for a couple of days now, and then we did have good weather. Here's Arnold. That's in the air, but that's going to run the way to the boundary, down to the fine leg boundary, third man boundary for 4. And Labe brings a total up to 27, pushing along. Calendar flashing hard at this one, and as they say, fortune favors the brave, and that run away to the third man boundary for 4. Of course, the fielder way up. Psst, psst, psst. Okay. I wasn't seeing. So that brings you over to an end. Over number 4. The score on 27-2. So we have a bowling change from the southern end. It will be Tyrell Chico into the attack to bowl to Jason Simon. Here is Chico, very short run. Jason is pushing that through extra cover, flash at the stumps, and just a single. Well, direct would have been very, very interesting there. Of course, we've noticed that in the T20 format, direct hits are always so close. Of course, our scorer doesn't want me to see the proceedings. She sheltered my view rather literally with an umbrella. So here is Chico. Ball to Calendar. Calendar is wrapped on the pad as he tries to work this one through square leg. Doesn't make contact. I must say a very dismal power play by Labe, not capitalizing on the lack of fielders on the boundary. Would have been the perfect opportunity to go over the top and try to maximize it, but very disciplined bowling so far. Chico runs in again. That's over the top. That's over extra cover for 4. Calendar just pushing at this one. Very, very good shot. So let's see how Chico responds after being struck for 4 as he comes in again. A very slow delivery. And the fielder comes from mid-off, throws it to long off, from long off onto long on, and just a single. A very lackluster Chico tonight, not running with any kind of enthusiasm. Rather what you'd call humbling. So a change in the field. Stefan coming out from slip. Jason is flashing at this one. Tyler comes in off the boundary, cleans up, and just a single. So Labe, you're dealing mainly in singles tonight. Of course, DC would not mind that very much. Those singles don't really hurt. And of course, keeping those 2 power hitters quiet is quite a feat for this United tonight. Here's Tyrell. Oh, that's 4 runs. There's no stopping this one. Gets a ball, pitched on leg stump, and rather just helped it on its way. And we'll work it down to the final leg boundary for 4. And that takes the score to 38 rather. 38 for 2. So a very productive over for Labe. This one after 5. Not quite what DC would have had in mind after Josh and Arnold bowled a very, very tight first 4 overs. And Chico just relieving the pressure slightly. And Arnold is going to bowl his 3rd over. So after 5 overs, it's 38 for 2. Labe a run rate of 7.6 and over. This one being the last over of the power play. See if they can bring that score close to 50 thereabout as Arnold comes in. Bowls to Simon. Simon is hitting this one. Stevan had a flash at it, but just a single down to long on. Nehemiah Wilfred is a fielder in that position. Here is Arnold to Calendar. Calendar is looking to flash this one, but not making any contact. So 4 bowlers being used so far by DC United. We had Josh Cepal bowling 2 overs, 1 for 18. Arnold 2.2 overs, none for 3. Here is Arnold once again. Oh, that's a very good delivery. Beaten outside the off stump. Calendar not sure what to do with that delivery. And he's quite lucky not to get a nick on that. Keeper is standing rather far back. I don't think that Arnold generates that amount of pace. I think if he gets an edge on that, that may very well fall short. Here is Arnold. The ball into the pads. Calendar looking to work this. Making contact. Score remains on 39. We have 2 balls left in the power play. Here is Arnold, ball number 5. Very good delivery. Calendar is only able to push this one into the cover area. Gittins picks up this one. And the score remains on 39. So here's the final ball of the power play coming up. Arnold runs in. Oh, that's big! This is big! There is no catching this one. So Calendar latches onto this one. Hits it over deep mid wicket for 6 rather. And that brings the over to an end. That brings the power play to an end. And after 6 overs, Labe on 45 for 2. So Labe only able to garner 45 runs in their 6 overs. I think they would be a little disappointed if this one. Probably you would want 60 odd in the power play. But that's what they have to work with. And of course, with Simon and Calendar probably in now, the next 9 overs or so, look to push on, see what they can get from over number 6 to over number 15. And then see if they can have a very big swing for the last 5 and put a very competitive total on the board tonight. So Chico continues. Simon is looking to work this one. The fielder comes from mid-wicket, runs down to almost a mid-off position. Gabriel cleans up, no run. Short delivery. Jason is just opening the face on that. Oh, that's a shot. That's a close one. In fact, it's gone. Direct hit. Always gonna be danger for the batsman. Calendar perishes. Direct hit coming from Kenrick, is it? Kenrick with a direct throw. Disturbs the timber. But most importantly, the very, very important wicket of Calendar. And that's going to put more pressure on Labby. And that brings in a new batsman to the wicket. Not a player I'm quite familiar with. So, here is Chico, bowling to the new batsman. This is a wide delivery outside the off stump. Umpire Aristis signals. With that extra run, that takes Labby to 46. Here is Chico once again. Down the leg side, another wide delivery. So Chico not getting it right tonight. Or rather this over, not getting it right. He would need to tighten up a bit and keep the pressure on Labby. Here is Chico. Oh my goodness, a beautiful delivery. Look like this one just pitched on middle and moved away to the off stump. Beating the batsman, all ends up. And Josh have a little something to tell him about batting. Interesting cricket there. Very good bowling by DC United. Here is Chico. Batsman is flashing outside the off stump, not making contact. Of course, wicket seems to be keeping very, very low, not getting bounced. So batsman hitting through the line, but the ball keeping low. Gotta be very careful. If this is pitched on the wicket, this could pose all sorts of problems for the batsman as Chico comes in again. Beaten outside the off stump.
Simon, talk to him.
Batsman doesn't seem to know where his off stump is, so he just flashes at everything. The feet don't move. He's just planted there and just throws his bat at everything outside the off stump. And that could only result in getting a nick through to the keeper. Here is Chico. Beating the batsman again. So the over comes to an end. Score 47 for 3. Labby would need to start doing something differently because this definitely is not going their way. So the captain is going to come into the attack. So after 7 overs, the score is 47 for 3. So Labby going at only 6.7 runs and over. At that rate, you're looking at just about, if they can manage to bat through the 20 overs, just about 120 runs. Don't think that will be enough against that DC United team tonight, but in a game of cricket, you can never tell. Early wickets, pressure, anything happens. So here is Charles. Short ball that's gone away for 6 and immediately relieves the pressure. Bowling a short ball to Simon, and Simon will not let that go any day of the week, much less on a Thursday night. And he just paddles that away for 6. Just rather helped it on its way. The ball just stood up there to be hit. And I've noticed that if the ball is pitched up, it keeps low. If it is banged in short, it just stands there to be hit. Thank you very much. And pressure on Charles immediately as they huddle together. Arnold and Gabriel giving him some advice. So let's see. How does the bowler respond? As he comes in, full ball on the leg. Simon is trying to work this one through mid-wicket, but not getting it through, so just a dot ball. So, good comeback from Charles. Keeping Simon quiet. This is not an easy task, I can assure you. As Charles humbles in again. Another short ball. Jason is looking to slap that, and Tristan doesn't clean properly, feel properly, and that goes away for 4. What should have probably been a dot ball end up going down to the boundary for 4. And I can assure you that Captain Charles is not happy at the moment. Not happy at all. So 10 runs already coming off. 3 balls in the over so far. So here is Charles. Jason is getting the ball. Banged in short. It didn't. That one made some height. I think he may have surprised Simon. He tries to cut this one, but it rushed into him. And just a single, just a dot ball rather. 4 balls bowled in the over so far. Score 57 for 3. Here is Charles. Full ball. Jason is opening the face of the bat, working this one down to third man, direct hit. But of course, safely, the batsman safely in. Yeah, and of course, this United would probably be one of the best, if not the best fielding side in this knockout tournament this year. Of course, this one being the inaugural. So definitely one of the best fielding sides. Of course, these guys practice quite a bit as well. Here is Charles. Short ball. I'm not even sure how to describe what just transpired. Very, very short ball, rather a gift really. And instead of the batsman looking to put this away for 6, he just paddled it. You know, it reminds me of a sport we used to play called rounders, where you just hit the ball in there and see who catches it. But of course, bit fortuitous there, not going to hand, and it resulted in a single, and that takes Labe to 59. End of the over. Bowling change as well is going to be Tyler Sukwa into the attack. Of course, Tyler, the man of the match in this his last game. I think he had 5 wickets. So this is going to be very, very interesting passage of play for Labe as Sukwa comes in. Ball pitched on middle stump. The batsman is looking, and when he finally middles it, he looks quite good. Sukwa. Oh, lovely shot. Flashing at this one. There's a mix-up there. Simon refusing the run. Which could have been dangerous, rather. I think it's quite intelligent, quite smart of Simon not to take that single there. Because if Simon should get out now, Labe would be under tremendous pressure. Sukwa comes in again. The batsman is charging this one and flashing hard. Not making contact. The ball goes through to the keeper. Is that Sexius with the gloves tonight? Kimanis Sexius is definitely what you consider an all-rounder, doing everything tonight in charge of the gloves and doing a decent job so far, I must say. Sukwa comes in. Ball number 4. Batsman is looking to guide this one, not making contact. And another dot ball. So far, 4 dot balls in the over. We're going to see a maiden over. Sukwa comes in again. Down the leg side, that's another wide. So far, we've had 7 wides and 1 no ball, so DC would want to tighten up on that. Here's Sukwa again, full ball. That is full and wide and goes down to the boundary. Umpire signals wide. That's a query whether it's a no ball or not. Well, if the umpire doesn't signal, then we have to say it's not a no ball, so it's just a wide. Score moves on to 61. A bit of a discussion as to whether it should have been a no ball or not. Here is Sukwa. Batsman getting some bat on that. Did it carry? That is the question. Did it carry to the keeper? There was definitely a nick. The umpires are going to confer. And the question is, did that carry to the wicket keeper? I don't think it did, but then I'm not the one making the decision here tonight. It's all about umpire Aristi and umpire Leo in the middle. And the finger goes up. And he's given out, caught behind. Batsman looks disappointed, looks a bit dejected. And that brings another Simon into the wicket. And a lot of noise coming from DC United. They smell blood in the water. They smell blood in the water. 61 for 4 in over number 9. And DC United smelling blood in the water. So here is Sukwa. Balls to Simon. Simon is getting the ball down the leg side. He paddles at this one. Doesn't make contact. Umpire signals wide. One ball left in the over. Sukwa would want to tighten up on that line. Strain down the leg side. Gifting away runs really. Here's Sukwa. Ball hits him on the pad. He just fends at that. And that brings over number 9 to a close. Score is on 62 for 4. Away, scoring at 6.8 and over. As Charles comes in to his second over, just is hitting that. That is gonna be 6 more. Much needed runs for Labe. Simon latches onto that. Over wide, long on for 6. Again, Pressure on Chaz. First ball of the over being hit for 6. Identical to his first delivery in his first over. Simon hits this one for 6. How does the bowler respond? Here he comes. Shot again. That is going to go for 4. And Charles looking to bang this one in short. Simon swings at it. Did not get the contact he wanted. But of course, in a game of cricket, fortune favors the brave. Simon gets another boundary. So identical start to over number 2 from Charles. A 6 and a 4. Takes the score to 72 for 4 in over number 10. And this could be the turning point in the game for Labbe. Charles needs to come back in this over. He needs to keep Simon quiet. Or better yet, from a DC point of view, he needs to get him out. Here is Charles. Oh, that's hit for him firmly. But Arnold is going to cut this one. Oh, my goodness. It went right through him. And another boundary. And DC United is hemorrhaging runs here tonight. That's 14 of just 3 balls in the over so far. And I can tell you something. It's a bit difficult to feel a bit of a hash lighting. Really hits you hard. But that is no excuse for a player of Arnold's caliber. He should have stopped this one. So what should have been a single end up being 4 more to Simon. So Charles under pressure. Comes in again. The ball pitched up. Good comeback by the bowler. Just a dot ball. And of course, bowling to batsmen like Simon, who could play the ground shots and who could muscle the ball away in the air, who has almost every shot in the game, is really going to test the bowler's resolve. And that's where you see what bowlers are really made of. So after being hit for a 6 and 2 consecutive 4s, Charles came back with a dot ball. Good bowling. Here he comes again. And Jason is working this one off his pads. Goes to mid-wicket. Gabriel is all over the place. I could swear there are 11 Gabriels on the field. He cleans up just a single. And the score goes to 77 for 4. Of course, Jason batting with his nephew at the moment. So 2 Simons at the wicket. Here is Charles. Ball to Simon. Simon is beaten outside the off stump. And what started off as a poor over ended up quite decently for Charles, coming back and bowling 3 dot balls. Rather 2 dot balls and just one more single. So with 14 runs being considered of the first 3, the last 3 just yielded 1 run. And Sukwa is going to continue from the southern end. So we are at the halfway mark of the Labbe innings. After 10 overs, Labbe on 77 for 4. And of course, math tells me that is 7.7 runs and over as Sukwa comes in. But that's in the air. Does it have the legs? Oh, this is gone. This is gone for 6. Simon showing what he can do, demonstrating his power tonight. Just picking up this one. Sukwa missing his length and just putting that over the boundary for 6. And pressure on DC United. Sukwa again. Jason is getting the ball pitched up to the bat. He just pushes this into the coverage and the bowler himself feels. Here is Sukwa. Comes in. Delivery.
He has one.
So good response by Sukwa after being hit for 6 of the first ball.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And that's the right signal.
I'm ready.
So Labe in the form of extras. And one no ball. Here is Sukwa. That's a full ball. Not taking a place it into the mid-on area. And Gabriel, with number 33 on his back, cleans this one up. As I say, good evening to Pastor Quidley joining us on commentary tonight.
Good evening, Mervyn. Good to have you.
Certainly good to be here, enjoying some cricket. Down the leg side, just getting a very fine nick on this one, Pastor Morris.
Yeah. Well, the game is really deadlocked in my opinion. No, I think 1 minute you notice that DC is really coming on. Next one, Laddie on the defensive. Laddie is on the defensive, and right now I think it's even. And Simon is going to be. Simon is really the key card here tonight. DC will want to see his back.
Well, definitely. Of course, one would say these are exciting T20 game. You know, one and see that he comes back with a decent over. So close. 89 for 4. The skipper is so far he's considered 27 of 2 overs. Bit expensive. Labe would not mind that at all. As he comes to bowl to Simon. Simon is getting a shot and just play. The score goes to where, of course, there is individual total in this knockout competition so far. So last would be well to see. And Pastor Morris, if you are, how would you call this one tonight?
Well, if you want to employ the winning predictor that early, I would say 50-50. But we don't use winning predictor in the first inning of the game. But it's very interesting what is happening there. There are a number of things we could comment on. But Chaz is bowling.
Let me just check this. I'll take the control.
Simon goes now, I don't know where that something is going to come from. So they have to be very careful. Joel is inexperienced, and this is his first season I think he's playing. So Charles comes in to bowl to Joel, and that's off his shoes. Oh, hit that. Why? That went far. It went almost to the point boundary there. Almost to the point boundary. and Joel gets one. And that is what the team wants. They want Joel off the mark, off the strike, excuse me. And off the mark is good too. So that brings Simon, his uncle, back in strike. Simon is in form, and he has been very harsh to Charles. When Charles keeps on coming at him, and that is hit straight, not just hit straight. And Wilfred cleans up. The ball did not go up at all, just straight one bounce to Wilfred. And that's the end of the over, the end of the 11th over, at the end of the 12th over, and the score is 92 for 4. Not a bad score at all. Could have been a better score, but 92 for 4 after 12 with 6 overs to go. If you can score another 60 runs, 8 overs to go, you could get another 60 runs in this 8 over, you 150. 150 is just a little above the past score here. But DC United also boasting a fine batting lineup. A fine batting lineup. So let us wait and see what so far no team is able to run away. Larry with Caldas and Simon at the crease. But it did not happen. Beautiful run out, direct hit. So Caldas shot. And that changed the temperature in the Labi camp when Caldas got run out. But Simon is batting away, Captain Simon. And here's Sukwa, arms extended backward, bull. Bowling! That is the ball for the night. And drop.
It's gonna make DC very, very happy, Pastor Morris.
I think we've seen a winning delivery. This is a magnificent delivery that was pitched right up from Cepal, and Simon saw it big, and Simon wanted to heave this over long on, and he misses, totally yacked.
And again, it's coming from none other than Tyler Sukwa, who has, I think, been the pick of the bowlers for DC United. Of course, getting the man of the match in their last outing, and tonight showing that he can deliver the goods and getting the very dangerous Simon out at a very, very crucial time. And I think if we were to employ your predictor, which we're not doing right now, but I think the match probably just swung DC's way once again.
Once again, it did.
Of course, that brings in the other calendar, Avelinas calendar, to the crease.
Well, Linus have not been doing too much at all. Not
renowned as
no.
older brother.
If you look at his batting record, he doesn't have a 30 score. So tonight, Labi would really need him, and he has a wide stand with at the full down the leg side, and the arms of the umpire, extended arms like an eagle in flight, indicated.
It's interesting that earlier you mentioned 150 being just a bit above the past score.
Yeah.
Do you base that solely on the ground or maybe the quality of the teams involved in the match?
Shot, and it is hit back. The bowler pick it up. Good bowling. I would look at the history of the ground games that have been played here this season so far. That's past score can change in the summer, but given the dew and everything, it's about 140 the past score on this ground. Bulls. Again, Sukwa is lovely. He control, and he throws it right up into the batsman. That's how he got Simon.
That is exactly what is needed.
Oh yeah.
From this United at this point in the game, you don't want to be bowling anything where you can probably get an edge that runs away for 4. So DC now need to keep the pressure on Labi.
So hey Sukwa, arms extended backwards, comes the ball. This one was short, but it kept a little low. The batsman, Calendar, was hoping he would play off the back foot, but the ball was not there, just below his waist. And he had to dig it out, bounce in the ground. Wow.
You almost get the impression that Calendar is not sure what he wants to be doing, whether he wants to be playing forward or playing backward.
He comes again, both. And Calendar push it one hand, slip off the bat, just to shot cover. And again, there's no run.
So a lot of pressure now being exerted on Labi to get a decent total to put up, to have a fighting chance here tonight.
And Sukwa continues, bowls. And again, this is push off one hand. The call was for a single, but the man at point there, run around. Didn't pick it up. And the galley fielder, who is Captain Charles, just stepped forward and picked it up, as if he had all the time in the world to do so. The end
So
of the 13th over, it's 93 for 5.
93 for 5.
There's not, when you look at Labby's bench, there's not too much that I know of coming out of this bench. And if they can put together 30 more runs to this total, I would be very surprised.
Well, as former Labby players ourselves, I think we would hope that they could get maybe 30, 40 more. But you're quite right that if Labby manages to get 130 there, I think they would consider it to be a good night for them. Although it would be unfortunate considering the position that they were in when Simon was there and being in that position now. It just goes to show that depth, how important depth is. And you mentioned Labby making an error maybe by sending Joel in at the time that they did. Is there any hitting power left in the Labby batting lineup that could probably help them to muster a challenging total here tonight?
I don't think so. What I have seen there, I would not say so.
Okay, wait, Gabriel comes in from the river end to bowl his first over. That's down the leg side. Maybe just off the pad. The batsman querying so whether he got some bat on that. Batsman believe he got some bat on that, Pastor Morris. But the umpire is saying something completely different.
The way it came off the bat did not indicate that it touched the wood.
I don't think he got. I think it may have hit his pad. But of course, being in that position, you want to get every single run possible. And Joel trying to work out, for lack of a better word, umpire Leo. But umpire Leo is having none of it. So here is Gabriel. Bowls to Joel. Joel is looking to hit that through cover, but Mario is in the way.
The inexperience of Joel is showing here. I mean, you have to get out of the strike. You cannot hit the ball, just get out of the strike. It's not
definitely.
get out of the strike. Give this calendar is also a big hitter. But he does not hit too many because his choice to hit the ball is so bad that he really does not score many.
Okay, so Labby probably putting more pressure on himself as Gabriel runs in. The ball down the leg side. Again, there is no signal from the umpire, so it looked like he got some pad. As Morris, I'm not sure he got anything on that.
No, I think it came off his pad. He cannot get out of the way of the ball. Number one, Joel making the 11 ahead of his father, I don't think was a prudent decision.
Well, it's interesting though. If you notice, they've brought in a leg, almost like a fine leg. Yeah. Josh has been brought into fine leg. You basically place in a field for what we call bat bowling.
That's right. That is right. Fisher? Straight to cover, no run.
I don't think that Joel is such a dangerous batsman that Stephen cannot bring up the ball to the bat to try to get him out, that they should bowl a negative line on the leg side to him. But bringing in the short fine leg, it indicates that this is the line that they probably intend to bowl to.
Yeah. So here's Gabriel again. Underway ball to Joel. And Joel cross-batted, hit it straight to the bowler. They intended to take the ball ricocheted off the wicketkeeper. That would have been suicidal. Joel's batting.
Maybe suicide is what Labby needs right now, because I think Joel is not going to get Labby any runs here, and he's using up overs.
That's right.
We've had 4 balls in the over so far, 4 dot balls, and he doesn't seem to have a clue as to what he wants to do or what he should do. So maybe getting out now would not be the worst thing from Labby's point of view.
Gabriel passes umpire King Bowl and beaten aside the off stump, and Gabriel again, and Joel is playing at war. Joel just throw his bat and misses, of course. I'm saying that the DC captain, this is missing out on taking control of the game. The defensive field, the field is too defensive, and set the offside field and just bowl to both these guys in the off stump. They're a 5th line stump, they don't move the pad, and it's all trouble. To me,
it shows a grave lack of discipline on DC's part. But DC now believe that they're in command of the game. So it's almost like they've become lackadaisical in applying the pressure to Labe, almost like toying with the opposition. But in a game of cricket, it can change really quickly. Here's Sukwa, and Calendar is looking to hit this one down too long on. Just a single though.
Nice shot.
A nice shot, but
yeah, nice shot, but straight.
not the desired result.
So let's see what happened. What's the plan for Joel? Are we going to keep him there? What is going to happen? So let's see.
I would believe Labe tried to send in Joel to try to hold down an end while Simon was in there to try to stem the flow of wickets, the loss of wickets. But with Simon getting out now, the pressure is now transferred to Joel to get runs or onto the incoming batsman, and neither one of them able to get the necessary runs that Labe requires.
Here is Sukwa. Bowling! Joel never had an idea what to do. He played across as if he was going to play through the leg stump. His footing was not in place. He did not have a clue as to what was happening out there. And it's good for Labe because he was really
definitely it is good for Labe.
He was really consuming a lot of delivery. Yeah. Imagine at the end of the 12 overs, Labe was 91. And in the 15, Labe are 94.
94. So just putting pressure on themselves. And often you hear people talk about scoreboard pressure. And most times they refer to it with the chasing side. But I believe that there is scoreboard pressure on the team batting first as well. Because when you don't get the scoreboard to tick over, you're under pressure now. And particularly playing against a team like DC United, where you know there's a lot of firepower, you tend to take chances that you would not normally take. And then it results in the loss of wickets and further pressure being exerted on the batsman.
And I've been saying this is a level above Joel. The young man tried.
Well, I think you need to bring in the youngsters in, particularly in those situations. Here's Sukwa from the southern end. Bowling to the new batsman. He pushes this one. Gabriel again in the action. And an overthrow. But Labe not able to capitalize on it. So just a single.
Just one. Yeah. So the new batsman has given clear indication that he can hit the ball, and his first ball.
Well, I think Labe probably needs to take as many singles as possible. Try to turn one into two.
Yorker.
Very good delivery, Yorker length. And this is what you don't see a lot of in the T20 game. So far, I haven't seen too many of that before. And of course, Sukwa being right up there in the block hole. You don't hit those for six, do you?
And Sukwa is indicating to us here that he's a good defensive bowler. He's a very good at the back end of the inning, at the close of the inning. He comes in again. Oh,
that is full.
And the umpire,
is it a no ball?
It's a no ball.
It's no ball.
It's a no ball.
No ball above waist.
Yeah.
And of course, he's only allowed one of those. And should he bowl another one,
he will be off the
he will be asked to be removed.
Sukwa's death bowling in the 15th over has been quite remarkable.
He has got a 5-wicket haul, which is remarkable in a T20 game. And Sukwa comes back with the free hit ball and just a dot ball and serious pressure on Labe Bastamores.
Very, very, very good game. Very good cricket by DC. DC has kept Labe. Labe has never run away with the game. Even when Kalbas and Simon was batting, they did not run away with the game. Labe was scoring at a time at 8 and over. But as soon as Kalbas got run out, that run rate dipped. And it has been dipping ever since. 15 overs gone, 96 for 6. And that says a lot tonight. It does not say anything about the pitch is playing bad or the ball is keeping low. It is just defining quality bowling tonight. And I'm very happy. Statius has a very long run-up.
That's Gabriel.
Yeah.
Stevan Gabriel from the river end comes in. Bowls it. Yeah! Just dropping short. Chico not able to repeat what he did earlier, diving forward to take a really, really good catch. This time, this one just dropping short.
Yeah, he really gave 100% here. The ball was falling short, and he was so committed, and he dived forward, and unfortunately, he never touched it. He was far away from this ball.
I think you're always going to get 100% from DC.
Yeah.
Those young boys are eager, they're energetic. As Gabriel runs in again. Oh, that's a good delivery. Bitten. There's an appeal for stamping, but not out, says umpire Aristi.
Very good ball. Very good ball.
And pressure on Labi.
Yes,
Pressure.
pressure on Labi. This is over number 16 in progress here, and they cannot cross the 100 mark. DC is determined.
DC did predict that they were going to bowl out Labi under 100.
Yes, so they
it's not likely to happen, but
yeah.
I think not crossing 120, 130, Labi would have definitely missed a trick or two. Yes, Gabriel bowled him. It's gone through the gate. No defense there.
Yes, and again, I continue to say about the batting lineup of Labi and the batters in Labi. In a game like this, who do you get in the middle to play with you? Do you have better choices? And when I saw the 11, I knew the batting depth was really...
If you look at the structure of the Labi team, you notice that the runs normally comes from Simon, Eli Box, Calendar, that core. When these batsmen don't get in and don't get runs, Labi usually struggles.
Yeah.
You know, it is not the Labi of old where you had batting down maybe to number 9, possibly number 10, you know. Shout out old Macklin, you know, batting. These guys, they were guys who played the game at the optimal when they played.
Yeah.
This crop of cricketers, and one thing I've noticed about the APL is you find a lot of guys who probably just love the game and who come around, but who are not necessarily talented cricketers.
And they don't practice at all.
And you don't practice.
So really they are. Here is Tisha.
So Marvin is at the wicket now. Here is Gabriel. Marvin is getting the ball pitched on here, some beaten between the bat and pad.
And here you go, the first ball from to Mervyn, and he's swinging across the line.
But that's what pressure
and the
does,
ball
Pastor
is
Morris.
not even short. It's a good short ball, not short to pull. And you would expect him to turn it off his pad and run to the safety.
That is what pressure does. When you batting under pressure and the overs are dwindling, you want to get as many as possible. As Gabriel bowls to Marvin. Marvin is getting the ball on the legs.
A beautiful bowling, slower delivery.
There's an appeal and a little bit of banter in the middle. Umpire Leo gave him out leg before. But of course, leg before, not one of the modes of dismissal in this T20.
A slower delivery, and you would expect him to push straight at it, but he was turning the ball on center stump.
You do have to take in the skill of the batsman into consideration. Here is Gabriel. Runs in. A full ball on the bat. Marvin is pushing this one into mid-wicket. Charles comes in, cleans up, and there's no run. It's the end of the over. Of course, wicket maiden there.
Wow.
And more pressure being exerted on Labi.
That is 2 consecutive maiden overs. 2 consecutive maiden overs for Gabriel. Outstanding bowling from Gabriel tonight. You can see that the DC team is loud. They are talking. They are laughing. They are having fun. But you can feel the pressure on Labi. You can feel the hut is very quiet. And
DC came out to win the game tonight. They did say that they came out to win the game. So here's Chico back into the attack from the southern end. Bowls to Marvin. Marvin is hitting this one. This is going to go all the way for 6.
Wow.
Calendar, sorry. A much needed boundary. Maximum for Labi. Basimores, they need about 3 or 4 more of this in this over.
That's what I said earlier. I say he can hit the ball, but he will not hit too many.
Well, Labi would be hoping that
tonight
he could hit as many as possible for them tonight. So here is Chico. How does Chico respond? Keeper comes up. And hitting that again. Arnold comes off the long on boundary. Misfield again. And that allows for, it's a run out. Oh, good throw.
Wow.
But fortune on the side of Labi there. What should have been a single was turned into 2. And that's what I mentioned earlier, Pastor Morris. You need to find ways to convert 1s into 2s and to put pressure on DC and to get as many runs as possible. If you cannot get the boundary, then you need to find a run somewhere else. Here's Chico. Comes in again.
Oh.
Calendar is getting a full ball.
His head turned as he tried to yank it out of the grounds, but he missed the ball. Just a thick edge on the ball into his pad. Wow. If he had connected this ball, it would have gone way past the river, the bamboo, and the government office on the other side of the road.
If you notice, he tries to hit the ball so hard that he loses his shape.
Yes.
Here is Tyrell Chico. Short ball. Calendar not able to capitalize. Down the leg side. Wide signal by umpire Aristi.
It's like Carlos Braffett. Carlos Braffett is a big unit. And he can help get any ball, hit any ball out of the ground. But he puts so much effort. He loses his shape. He gets, and up to now, he has not recovered from that. I mean, coaches
must. Back to the game. Here is Tyrell Chico. Calendar's getting a Yokaland delivery. Well bowled by Chico.
He did
good
well,
comeback.
He did well to dig it out.
Yeah, well bowled, well played.
He did well to dig it out.
Good cricket all around. Of course, over number 17 in progress. 105 for 7.
Labbe need another 25 runs.
We need another 45 runs, Pastor Morris.
I don't know where they'll get it from.
Here is Chico. Full ball. Beats the man at mid-wicket.
There's two.
There are definitely 2s on. And the throw comes in. Good return, good fielding. And 2 more added to the total. 107 for 7 in over number 17.
The power of Labbe is in their batting. Their bowling is very ordinary.
Well, I think DC has the better bowling attack.
Yes.
Maybe the best bowling attack in the competition as well.
They are.
Here is Chico. Calendar is going. It's in the air. Tristan is not going to stop this. And that's going to go away for 4 more. And valuable runs for Labbe, Pastor Morris. Valuable runs.
That just may be his night. I have never seen him pass a 20 score. And tonight, I think he should be 12, 13 thereabout. And the Labbe hut is hoping that tonight he puts on his first 30.
Labbe is coming alive. And of course, this is what we say about cricket. Glorious uncertainties.
Yeah.
You know, shifting fortunes, glorious uncertainties. And of course, you want to see good cricket. You want to see the players playing at the optimal.
Yeah.
You may have your favorites, but we all had to see and to appreciate good cricket. And so far, it's not been disappointing. So here's Gabriel. Bowling to Marvin. Full ball down the leg side.
Off his boots.
Off the pad, off the pads, off the boot.
Wow,
and
Marvin,
that goes down to the boundary. That's unfortunate for Labbe.
Marvin robbed himself wide there. He missed the ball. I suspect he's really thinking off the ball. He's playing around the ball.
DC has been fortunate. That's about maybe 4 balls bowled down the leg side and that has just barely made contact with the batsman.
Yes.
And they have not paid the price with the wide and the extra ball. So,
well, the batsman should be sensitive enough to know that they can get out of the way in the ball and in the leg side. If you can't get out of the way, then you should contact it in the bat.
So we've had 12 wides, 2 no balls in the innings so far.
12 wides.
That's two extra
overs.
Extra.
So they're bowling 22 overs.
They're bowling 22 overs. Here's Gabriel. Bowl to Marvin. Marvin is pushing this one to mid-wicket, trying to go for the season. And he's run out.
He's run out. He's run out.
Unnecessarily so.
What?
Unnecessarily so, Pastor Morris. Just joining in there.
Superb fielding.
Extremely good fielding.
There was never a run. The batsman attempted to take the run, and the fielder, Stevon, took the ball and just diving, throwing back, and he was up.
That is what pressure does. It induces mistakes, and unfortunately, it was Labbe making the mistake this time, and Marvin perishing via the run-out route.
111 for 8 in the 18th over. So we have quite a few more balls left, and runs can be scored.
But it's a game of cricket, Pastor Morris, and 2 or 3 quick wickets when Labbe is bowling could very much well put pressure back on,
Well,
on DC. So anything is possible. I think passing the 100 mark would be significant for Labey.
Yeah.
I think it would, from a mental point of view, it would give them something to bowl at.
So Harry's Stitious comes in, Stefan,
Stefan
bowl,
Gabriel.
and that is down the leg side, and that is one more. So Labey has gone to 112 in over number 18. In my opinion, they should try and get to 125, 130. That is going to be 9 and 10. Another 19 rounds will do them good. But 111, I don't think there's enough on the ball.
Well, with Calendar still at the wicket, and it looks like he's hitting the ball pretty well so far, anything is possible. Here is Gabriel. Bowling to the batsman, and just pushing this one. Backward point comes in, picks up. And the young man at the wicket now, Pastor Morris, I understood is the son of
the great Phil.
Spirit, the great Phil, Spirit from Bexon.
Yeah.
Very, very talented batsman.
Yeah.
So Bexon would be hoping that he has some of his father's ability.
He's a bowler.
Oh, he's a bowler.
He's a bowler.
Well, I've not seen him
very,
before.
Very good bowler.
So here is Stevon, very long run up. Bowls full delivery. Batsman is pushing that. Mario comes in. Smart is very long run up from Stevon.
Very long run up.
Of the fast bowlers of old.
Yes, Michael Holden, Courtney Walsh, Winston Benjamin, Sylvester Clark, Wayne Daniel.
Very long run up. However, nowhere near the
ocean
pace.
of them.
Nowhere near the pace, I tell you.
Yeah, Stephen Hopkins.
Has a run up, lacking in pace, but he comes in again. But that's, oh, how did that not hit the stumps? Close one there. Pastor Morris, we haven't spoken about our sponsors.
Yes,
for
we have
the evening.
Yes, yes.
And I think it would be remiss of us not to mention our sponsors tonight.
This game tonight is brought to you the kind compliments of Cepal Holdings for all your concrete need at a price that you can afford. Call Danny Cepal and he will guide you and he will meet your every need.
Okay, here's Gabriel. Batsman is getting the ball pitched up, tries to drive. Tristan Nolal is in the way. It brings you over to an over number
18.
18 comes for a close.
112 for 8.
112 for 8.
Wow. So what we see happening there is Labey really want to score some runs. But what is happening, DC, the bowling is so good. And that is one thing we must say about them. The bowling is so good. The death bowling, the middle overs, the opening bowlers. I think this is the best attack, tip ball attack I have seen in the APL. This team has done great. They have placed themselves in a position to win this game tonight.
Okay, so here is Chico, coming from the southern end, bowling to Calendar. Calendar is getting a full ball. No ball again, but it's gonna go for 4. No! Good stop by Tristan. Very good stop.
And they did not run.
They did not run. Maybe not a bad, unless he could have completed the 2, Pastor Morris.
Yes,
but it is a no ball.
Yeah.
And it is a free hit.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think you would want Calendar on strike for that free hit and hope he can capitalize and get a maximum of this one.
Well, let's wait and see what happens.
So here is Chico. How does he respond? Gabriel, Calendar is getting a ball pitched up. He couldn't get it away. And just a dot ball. So good response by the bowler.
Very good response for the bowler. Again, this ball is full, repeatedly on the off stump, on the 5th stump, on the 4th stump. The ball is full. You can't get under it.
In all fairness, those DC United boys, they play as a unit a lot.
Yeah.
They train quite a bit.
And they play hardball.
A lot of these boys came up for the wrongs of hardball. They have good coaching. And so you definitely seen the result of that effort here tonight. So here is Chico to Calendar. Calendar is flashing, not making contact.
It was a slower delivery. It hit the turf and did not, and just popped to the wicket keeper.
Just taking the pace of the ball, which is basically what is needed. Full wide on the off stump.
So Labey have not gone too far in the 19th over. 113 still on the board. 8 wickets down.
Here is Chico. Gabriel is flashing. Did he get some bat on this one? There was some bat on that, Pastor Morris, but
Yes.
they did not take the single. It's a no ball, actually. It is a no ball. So
Oh.
another free hit. So this United just losing their discipline momentarily.
I,
That's
thi-
2 no balls in the over so far.
I think the bowler is trying too hard. He's really running
Well,
in.
well,
he's
this
giving
one
his
was
best.
was a foot no ball. The
Yeah.
other one was on height. So here is Chico for the no ball. Calendar is ball, but of course it will not count off the free hit. So good comeback from the bowler. Good thinking by the bowler to bowl this delivery full on the stumps. Calendar swinging, missing. The bowler hitting, but unfortunately, it being a free hit, wicket doesn't count.
No. That is.
So here is Chico. Oh, it's ball this time. This one is going to count.
Is that the replay? Is that a replay of the previous delivery?
Not quite, but this time definitely the wicket is going to stand, and Labei loses a further wicket, and
The ninth
Labei is gonna. The wicket they've lost there would not be the one they would have desired to lose. That was the batsman who probably could have taken them to 120, 125, 130.
But as I told you, he will hit 1 or 2, but he has not scored a 30.
Well, you always hope
20.
that tonight is his night.
Yeah,
So
I was hoping myself.
Clifford comes into the crease.
Clifford by no means is a batsman, and
But
he can get to
don't
the
let him
non-
latch onto one. He's gonna go pretty far.
He can get to the next end, but I am going to tell you at the quality of this bowling,
Yeah,
I don't think,
I think
he can
Labbe-
get to the another end.
Labbe is pretty much
Yeah.
against it right now. So here is Chico, and that's in the air. They're gonna go for one. Are they gonna chance the second? No, they're not gonna chance Charles's Javon's arm.
Wow. So what should you do now? Hit the ball, be sure you score as many as you can and don't get out. This is the last pair at the wicket. This is over number 19, 115. Still, in my opinion, 25-run shot.
Well, looking at the field, you're not gonna get many pushing the ball around. So you might as well go for broke and maybe get a miss hit.
Well played.
Maybe get a miss hit. Pastor Morris runs away for 4. Maybe you make good contact and it sails away for 6. But definitely pushing the ball around now is not going to produce runs for them. I think they missed the mark when, with the opening power play, they did not get as many as they probably should have gotten. And that put pressure on them. And they did not bat particularly well in the next 9 overs. From over number 6 to over number 15. They did get some runs when Simon was going.
Yes.
But Simon alone could not have done what Labbe needed to.
Yeah. So after 19 overs, 115 for 9. Last over, Statius.
Gabriel. Steve
Steve yeah. Comes in on the way balls.
And that's bowled in!
Oh, it was on target on the off stump.
This was inevitable. This was inevitable, Pastor Morris.
I did hinted.
Yeah, this
to
was
the fact
inevitable.
that I don't think he had the potential to get to the other end.
Yeah,
And
so
115, what do you think?
I think Labbe did well to get to 115 after Simon got out. Calendar did give them a bit of a boost towards his end of his inning. Hit a couple sixes. 115, I don't think it's enough.
And as I predicted, they would not have batted 20 overs.
Definitely.
And
but I don't
19
think
overs and
115
1 ball.
is quite enough. I don't think Labbe would be satisfied with 115. I think if you gave...
Archie was missing in the middle order there to really...
I think yes, Pastor Morris. I think if you gave DC 115 to chase at the start of the game, I think they would be quite happy with that.
They would take it. They would take it.
So, but cricket is a game played in 2 halves.
Yes.
And Labbe has scored 115. And that's on the board.
That's on the board,
And so DC United now need to come in and score those runs. And in a game of cricket, Pastor Morris, anything is possible. If you can get 2 or 3 quick wickets out there, you can put DC under pressure.
Yeah.
And pressure. And pressure tells, Pastor Morris.
Yes,
pressure tells. So DC would need to come in and they would need to bat well in the first 6 overs.
Yeah.
I think the first 6 overs would give us a clear indication as to where this match is heading.
Yes. I think the score 115 has nothing to do with the pitch. I think the pitch was very good. I think, again, I want to say the bowling stood out. And the DC United bowling has always been superb. And tonight, again, they really bent their backs. And the fielding supported the bowling. It is unbelievable.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
DC United bowled well. I think they did what they had to do. But of course, Labe struggled a bit when the key batsmen got out tonight, were not able to produce the kind of runs that they would have preferred. And as a result, the scoreboard shows just a paltry 115 tonight. So we at the innings break right now at Balata, with Labe batting first, getting to 115 all out in over number 19 Pastor Morris. And we're about to see this is Chase.
So what would you say? You are the captain for Labe. What would you say?
What do you
to
tell your team now?
Yeah.
I mean, you tell them, listen, guys, this is what we have on the board. And we need to go out to defend it. We need to feel well. You need the fielders to support the bowlers.
Yeah.
You need to hold on to your catches. Now, catching is not easy in those lights. There's a glare, but you need to go hard. You need to find big hat. And the bowlers need to put the ball in good areas, and you need to put pressure.
Number one, you don't bowl wide. Number two, we choose one side of the wicket to bowl on. You do not have the runs to play with. You cannot afford to bowl boundary balls. The batsmen must score their runs. Do not give them the run. Let them score the run. And you do not have to win the game in one ball.
Well, that is ideally what you would want in every game of cricket. But at the same time, Pastor Morris, everything we say here is just conjecture.
Yeah.
Cricket is played out in the middle. And it's always a battle of bat and ball. So it's always a battle of bat and ball. The bowler is trying to get you out, the batsman trying to get runs. So anything is possible in the middle. Yeah. A nick, that sticks.
Yeah.
You play on. Anything happens. So Labe need to go out there and believe that they can defend 115. It is possible. It's been done before.
It is possible.
It is possible.
That is runs on the ball.
Definitely.
Runs on the ball.
So, Pastor Morris, just before we see the commencement of DC's innings, just give us a quick rundown of our sponsors. Again, we can say thank you enough to our sponsors.
The Chaz knockout tournament is sponsored by Cepal Holding. Chaz, a young man who...
Yeah, I was calling Jovan, but he didn't come.
Chaz, his uncle, the Cepal Holding, he sponsors this tournament. This is the first tournament, the Chaz knockout tournament is the first of its kind, and it's a knockout tournament, and it is sponsored today by Cepal Holdings for all your concrete need, your steel block, whatever you want, you can get it.
We have Stefan Gabriel joining us from DC United. Stefan, well done, well bowled. 115. If you were given that at the start of the innings, would you have taken it?
At the start of the innings, no. I really think that we were chasing like 150, 140. But then my players, we held onto it and we came through and reduced them to 115.
So you were hoping to chase 150 tonight?
Yeah.
This is interesting. Is it a 150 wicket?
Yes, it is. The pitch is quite nice to bat on. Tight lines, tight lefts, should be able to get it, yeah.
So what do you think contributed to Labe not being able to get more than 115 tonight?
Well, I guess that our bowlers held in, our fielders, keep the pressure on, we held together and just pulled through.
What is the game plan for that chase? It's only 115, but small totals have a way of becoming big totals if you don't play well. What has the captain said to you? What is the game plan for chasing our 115 here tonight?
Our game plan right now is for our batsmen to go out, stay in the crease as long as possible, take the singles, rotate the strike as much as possible, try to reduce on our dot balls. If we get our loose balls, capitalize, and we'll get there, hopefully.
Thank you, Stefan. Go well. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, in the words of Chaz, about swing your bat,
and wish it
well.
That's what's going to happen. So, Pastor Morris, first ball being bowled.
And it's pushed.
And it's pushed down to long
Mid-on.
Yeah. So it's Nehemiah Wilfred and Keegan Arnold opening the batting for DC United, and it's Young Fields bowling for Labey. Comes in down the leg side. So that's the first run on the board for DC United in the form of a wide. So we're on the way now.
Wide is an enemy of the bowling side.
It definitely is. Here comes Fields. And that's, oh, is that? It's bowled him! Oh. It's bowled him! Nehemiah Wilfred swinging for the fences there. That was not needed.
It was that is only the second ball of the game.
Third ball
of the game. And he
second legal ball actually.
And he was looking towards the leg side.
And that just clipped the top of the bills.
Heave.
And it was just enough. And Kimani Sexius is going to replace him at the crease. Nehemiah Wilfred not able to get going tonight. He is out for naught. So this United in over number 1 is 1 for 1.
Labey came into a hurdle, and you can imagine the vibes that they share. It really changes your attitude, and you see the tail come up until when another partnership comes up again, and then they go down. The cricket goes up and down, up and down.
This is what Labey needs. They need early wickets, and it doesn't matter how it comes, Pastor Morris.
Yes.
You just need to have those early wickets, and whatever chance you get, you take. And if you keep taking wickets, it's going to put pressure. The run rate is going to climb, and then it's going to induce further mistakes. And then by the time you realize it, 115, it starts to look like 150.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what form of the game you play. The basic form of the game must always be considered. Batting, bowling, fielding.
Particularly in cricket, it is even more important there. So here's Fields. Bowls to Sexius. Sexius is getting a ball that is wide of the off stump. Umpire signals right now. So another wide, score goes on to 2 for 1.
Very, very interesting reply here. Labey came out to fight, and they are fighting. It's 2 for 1. Over number Fields. 1.
Oh, that's a very good delivery, and he's got him! Stamped! Umpire raises the finger at square leg, and pressure, problems, early trouble for this United. Pastor Morris, the batsman is standing his ground. He's not going, but he has to go, Pastor Morris.
He has to go.
He should
have gone. As long as you see the umpire puts out his fingers, he was supposed to walk. It doesn't take anything. You do not win anything out there taking on the umpire.
Well, tell me about it. It only landed me a suspension. but
we must talk about the glove work of Simon.
Extremely good. I mean, Jason is a keeper. He's kept wicket for the national team well. He keeps wicket for Switzerland. So Jason is a very accomplished wicket keeper. So extremely quick, good work there. Sexius very disappointed, shaking his head, but the umpire makes a decision, and you have to go. We don't have the benefit of a replay.
We don't have.
So you just have to accept the decision. You may not like it, but you have to accept it. So early inroads for Labey.
Well.
So 2 for 2 in over number 1. Imagine that. And Pastor Morris, like I said, 115 may just start to look like 150.
Well, it's early days still.
So here's Fields to bowl to Chico. He's bowled him! Comprehensively bowled! Pastor Morris,
what is happening?
A bit of swing in that delivery.
It appears to be a leg cutter.
Yeah, he did. Definitely pitched on middle stump and left Chico. Chico had no idea what happened there, and he was bowled.
And it kept a little low too. So Chico came back, and finally the ball was not before him, and he stamped the rock back. It was just a fantastic delivery.
All happening here at Balata tonight, folks. I tell you, this is not what DC envisioned when they went in to chase 115 Pastor Morris, being 2 for 3 in over number 1. We have not even seen the completion of a first over, and they've already lost 3 wickets. So Mario Gittins comes to the wicket, and they need to consolidate right now.
They
They need somebody to stand with Arnold and to put together an innings to allow DC to come back into this game.
knock the ball around.
They need to
knock the ball
do
around.
that. You need
Forget about the boundaries. Take the
But we're
next
still in
two.
the power play, so
Yeah.
there's still opportunities to score.
Well, Labe is attacking now.
Definitely, I would have attacked as well. So Harris Fields to Marion. Whoa, good delivery.
Nice idea.
And the
Sam.
bowler is running with his tail up, as we say in the game of cricket. At this time, Pastor Morris, the bowler can do absolutely no wrong.
That's right.
You can't do any wrong now. You're running in, full head of steam. You just want to put that ball in a good area. Here he comes again. Bowls to Mario. Mario is leaving this one alone.
Another leg cutter.
He seems to have a good idea where his leg stump is. Because you push at this and you just probably end up nicking this to slip. So the over finally comes to an end. But what an eventful over.
What a great,
Pastor Morris,
what a great
I don't think
over.
anybody could have predicted this when the inning began.
What a great over.
One over bowled,
Now,
3 wickets down,
now,
2 runs on the board.
Now, let's see what happened. That's what you bowl in pairs. You bowl in pairs. Now, here we have Fields give us a brilliant over. What's coming off the other end? And that is going to be important. If the other end is just a maiden over, that will sustain the pressure.
Definitely.
But if 4 or 5 or 8 runs to score, it gives the team the hope. So he must come out
But
now.
you don't need to take a wicket.
You
with every
don't
ball.
have to take a wicket.
You just need to apply pressure where it's
Apply
needed.
pressure, yeah.
So here is the bowler. Bowling to Arnold. Arnold is facing his first delivery. And Arnold is getting the ball down the leg side. He pushes his foot at it. Wide signal by umpire Aristi. So one more to the total. That takes the score to 3. 3 for 3 in over number 2.
So let's look at the field. This is not a slip. This is more or less a gully position, point, cover.
Backward point, really.
Cover, point.
Arnold likes to cut the ball and slap it there. So this fielder might
the point.
very well come into play there. So
Yeah.
here's the bowler. Comes in. And Arnold is flashing hard at this one. Not making contact. And is that needed at this moment,
Not
Pastor
at all,
Morris?
not at all.
Or is that the pressure telling?
So we have Madoff and Maiden. I don't think there's anybody on the boundary. While this in that period, you are permitted 2 men out of the
There
boundary.
is Calendar who's
Where?
down.
But he's not. It's 3/4 way to the boundary. He's not on the boundary.
So here's the bowler. Bowl to Arnold. Arnold is getting the ball down the leg side. Swings at this one. Goes down to the boundary. And just a wide.
Now you notice Arnold have had to face 3 or 4 deliveries, and he have had 3 mighty swings.
Which definitely is not. He could have tried to paddle the ball away, or it's down the leg side. But it shows the intention of the batsman. Maybe it's the pressure telling on him early, having lost 3 wickets for only 4 runs on the board, only 2 overs bowled.
And I disagree with the field placement. You need the man on the boundary backward square. Because the short ball, that's where it's going to come. Anytime the bowler
Here it
makes...
comes. Ball to Arnold. Arnold is getting another wide delivery. So a bit of indisciplined bowling from the bowler there. Bowling 3 wides in the over so far.
That is what we're talking about.
3 wides. That's 3 runs plus 3 extra balls that you have to bowl again.
That's right.
And it all adds up, Pastor Morris. And you don't have a very large total to defend.
That's right.
So you need to be tight and you need to restrict the flow of runs. Here he comes. Bowls to Arnold. Arnold is getting the ball full on the stumps. Mario is looking for the single. Not a wise decision there. Calendar comes in from mid-off and cleans up. And the score remains on 4. Wickets remain on 3.
So the field place is an indication that we want the ball on the off stump. Bowl the ball on the off stump. You have 3 guys on the leg side, the rest are on the outside.
Here he comes. Bowls to Arnold. I'll get in a full ball. This is wide. Wide again. So more extras, Pastor Morris. They're dealing with extras right now. Score goes on to 6. And I believe out of that 6, we've had 5 extras.
Yeah.
In fact,
All
all
of them.
extras. Not a single run off the bat so far, Pastor Morris.
The captain, if I was the captain, I would run down and have a word with my bowler and tell him, forget about the speed. Concentrate on length and line.
So here he comes again. Ball short, but There's trouble, there's trouble! More trouble for DC United! Mario Gittins has been run out. Brilliant work there.
There was not a single. The ball went to the fielder too quickly.
Again, Pastor Maurice, this is what pressure does. And this is not the tale we thought we would be telling in over number 2 here tonight, Pastor Maurice. 6 for 4. DC United chasing 115. 116 for victory. And now 6 for 4 in over number 2. This is incredible.
And Josh comes out to bat. Josh is very enthusiastic, but the truth is, I've always questioned his position. I've always questioned his batting position. He's a fine bowler, and we saw that. But his all-round ability is yet to be proven. And he's batting at number 6
so
for
who
DC.
would you have sent in at this time for this United? Maybe Gabriel? Sukwa. But Sukwa has shown that he has the ability with both ball and bat.
Yeah.
But we have not seen Gabriel at the wicket either. But keeping Gabriel back now might be ill-advised.
Yes.
If you lose another wicket now and then you send Gabriel, who is probably their power hitter,
Yeah.
does he have somebody who could steady the ship with him and allow him to play the way he plays?
Yes. Yes, I agree with that. And I agree with that. Although when it comes to overs, this is just the second over of the inning.
But you've lost 4 wickets.
But you've lost 4 wickets, yeah.
And a T20 game goes one or two ways. You bowl 20 overs or you bowl out a team.
Yes.
And you've lost 4 wickets. And if you lose another one there, you've lost half of your quota and you're under tremendous pressure with only 6 runs on the board.
Well, here
he comes. Ball to Josh. Josh finishes his first delivery. He works that down to square leg. He's halfway down the pitch, but he gets back safely.
And the non-striker...
And I can hear some of the DC United fans, Pastor Morris. They're grumbling, Pastor Morris. They're grumbling. I guess they're feeling the pressure as well as the players out in the middle.
That James needs to be...
Here comes the bowler. Ball to Cepal. Cepal is pushing that down to mid-off. The fielder comes from cover and cleans up. Another dot ball.
DC United is 6 for 4.
The DC fans are asking for objectivity, Pastor Morris. I think what they need is runs, not objectivity at this moment.
Yes.
Objectivity is not going to win the game for them. Here comes the bowler again. Ball to Cepal. Josh is getting the ball, tucks it into him, he pushes it down. The bowler comes in, cleans up. Another decent over, Pastor Morris.
Well, not on the matter of wides. I mean, it is a run scored off the bat, you would say decent. But control, given the status of the game and the first over, well, you know, the word descent
let's hope that they can clean up and tighten up on those wides as the innings progresses. But good start, very good start by Labe so far. So, Pastor Morris, what semi-final would you like to see? Millet, DC United, Millet Labe. I mean, I think both of them are mouth-watering matchups. But what would you like to see?
Millet is the powerhouse. Millet is the team to beat. Millet has an all-round team. Millet bats from 1 to 9. Millet is the team to beat. Labe would depend too much on 2 players.
Definitely.
You see, so that does not.
So, here comes Fields for his second over. That's in the air. Oh, just Jaden. Not Jaden.
No, that is
Joel.
Yeah.
And Pastor Morris, when your team is up like that, sometimes these stick.
Yes.
And then you throw out your hand and those stick. That would have been utterly disastrous for DC United tonight. Yeah. I'm getting the eye from the DC supporters, Pastor Morris.
So I think Millet, and again, Millet is not a very young side. Millet is not a very young side, so they have a good experience. And I would rate them above both of these teams. However, on the day, with Carl Bass and Simon batting, that could be a different story.
Here comes Fields. Ball to Josh. Josh lets this one go through to the keeper. There's no run.
Have you taken a look at Josh's stand, a wide stand, straight? He's not even bending his knees.
I mean, Josh is more well known as a bowler who can bat a bit. So you don't really expect him to come and dominate. So like you said, it was a very interesting choice to send him in. Maybe they just need somebody to hold on an end. As Phils comes, balls to Josh, just off the pad. Josh looks to turn this one to backward square, but no run there. Pastor Morris, you look at Millet and you look at the threat of Kester Shalmay. And this young boy has been so impressive with bat and ball. And I think this is the threat for any team coming up against Millet.
Yeah. And Millet has
Harris Fields. Balls to Josh. Josh is pushing this one back down the pitch. Joel cleans up and no run.
Millet on the last game they played here, they were, I think, 4 down. Number one, they had 9 players on the field.
Yeah, 9 players.
And they lose 4 wickets or 2 wickets early. And the number 6 and number 7 batsman put down 104 runs when they won the game.
That is what good teams do, Pastor Morris.
And they are the defending champion of the...
Here is Fields. Balls to Josh. Josh is allowing this one to go through wide, signal by umpire Leo. And out of 8 runs, I think maybe we've had only 2 off the bat, Pastor Morris.
Look, Fields seems to be...
7 wides.
Fields
7 wides and a single run off the bat, Pastor Morris. Is it good bowling or is it poor batting?
Here is Fields. Bowl, Josh push it, point come across, pick it up. I noticed Fields on his way back was favoring his bowling arm. He may have twitch a muscle or something, but he seems to be okay.
But Pastor Morris, now I think would be a good time to probably introduce one of your weaker bowlers to try to get through his quotas and probably reserve your better bowlers for the back end of the innings where they might be needed. You have Josh, who's not a power hitter.
That's right.
Arnold can hit the ball a bit, but Arnold has not looked the part tonight. So maybe it's time to use some of your weaker bowlers in the middle, try to get through some of those vital overs and reserve your 2 best bowlers for the back end of the inning. Here's Fields. Bowls to Josh. Josh is allowing this one to go through. I think Josh is doing what is needed at the moment. You need to stabilize the innings. You need to consolidate at this point.
You must remember that this is the Labby only got 116. So in the captain's mind, he need the wicket.
But you need wickets. But it does not
Fields.
profit you.
Look at Fields in the side again. He's favoring that bowling arm. He should
definitely
be.
Is.
Yes, he's favoring that bowling arm. So let us see. Is it the same bowler? No.
It looks like we're gonna have a bowling change.
Calendar?
No, it's not Calendar. It's Calendar, but Avelina's Calendar, not
okay, yes.
not Collinus. It's Avelina's Calendar.
Avelina's?
From the southern end comes in, bowls to Arnold. Arnold is in the air, and it could be taken. Oh, just dropping shot there, Pastor Morris.
Yes. The ball,
oh my goodness.
The fielder did not claim the catch. His teammates were excited.
That, I think Arnold's heart would be in his mouth there. Seeing that ball traveling to Calendar there.
Yeah.
And that would have been utter disaster for DC United. So it's all happening here tonight. Here's Calendar. Bowls to Arnold. Arnold is in the air. That's going to take some catching. It's going to take some stopping too. And that goes to the boundary for 4. And that is the first boundary of the DC United innings.
And what did I tell you? I disagreed with the fielder. The fielding. I told you any bad ball comes here. You need the wicket.
You're still in the power play overs, so you cannot have a fielder everywhere.
That's right. And, but you have none right now.
And you don't expect the bowler to bowl such a poor delivery, which was a really poor delivery. And I don't even think Arnold handled it like he wanted to.
That's why he should get out.
He got lucky with it. Yeah. Here's Calendar again. Another short ball. And Arnold is looking to force that down. The guy comes from the 3rd man boundary. And just a single.
Very, very interesting cricket. It's the game is really played a lot of the tactics today in the game. Knowing your batman, your bowler, field placing, how are we going to get this guy out? What are we going to do to get him out?
Over number 4. 13 for 4. Here's Calendar. Bowls to Josh. And Josh is not interested in hitting this one or scoring off it. Just pushes it back down the pitch. Pastor Morris, the matchups are very important as well.
Very, very, very important.
And we don't pay attention to it, but the matchups are so important. There is calendar. Oh, balled him! He's balled him! And I think that is the game, Pastor Morris.
No, well, I think it's too early, and we better call in the winning the predictor from now
Pastor
on.
Morris, you're the predictor expert. So what does the predictor say at a
Well,
situation
at
like that?
13
Over number 4 in progress, 13 for 5.
The winning predictor will go a 70-30 in
Morris,
favor.
I think this is very generous towards this United now.
70-30 in favor of Labe.
I think 80-20, Pastor Morris. I think 80-20 at this time with Josh getting out at this point.
Yeah.
Over number 4 in progress. Only 13 runs on the board right now. The deficit is still over 100.
You must make allowance for the glorious uncertainties.
Well, I am dealing with the certainties right now. With this United being 13 for 5 in over number 4, it does not make good reading.
It does not
It
make
does not
good
make
for
good
Labe.
reading, and I don't think this United would even picture themselves being in such a situation when they went in. You heard what Stefan said. They expected to chase 150 out there tonight.
That's
but
right.
Even 115 is proving to be quite the challenge here tonight.
Yes. Well, still 17 overs to be bowled.
5 wickets to get.
5 wickets to get. And I would rather be in the Labe's position.
Definitely.
5 wickets down, half of your side is back in the half.
This calendar, bowl to Sukwa, Suka gets the ball down the leg side.
And that Labe must work on. There are not many runs on the board. You give away a few wides, you bowl a couple of overs extra.
And the lion's share of the runs so far has been gifted.
And that's not many runs. One man will stick in there and score a good 40 for you, and the score changes.
So here's calendar. Bowl to Sukwa. Sukwa is solid in defense. Josh.
Sukwa enjoy hitting the ball straight, so you would always keep the man at long on for Sukwa and pitch up the ball. So he can't get under it. He'll hit it flat straight to the man down there. Again, what do you know your opponent and what are you setting up to get him out?
That's where we talk about how the matchups
Yeah.
are so important. Looking at Sukwa.
Well, Fields will continue, and I am very surprised with this decision. I would have given him a few minutes to...
I think you're trying to build pressure up at the front. And maybe it's what you said. Maybe he's favoring that arm. So he's probably trying to get through his overs as
while
quickly
he's
as
hot.
possible.
Well.
Get through his overs. So here is Fields to Arnold. Arnold is getting the ball on the pads. Yokel and delivery.
It seems it was a faster ball because Arnold was nowhere in playing a shot, either in the leg side or off the side, and the ball just cannoned into his boots.
Definitely. Tonight, I think the bowlers have really bowled a good length.
Brilliant.
Most bowlers have bowled that foolish length. There is Fields. Bowls to Arnold. Arnold is getting the ball. He's solid in defense. Pastor Morris, like I said, they bowl that foolish length where you either decide if you want to go for it or you just want to defend it.
Or you could drive the ball. When the ball pitch up, you could drive it too long and get one. Who say one-on-one? One-on-one is two.
We've been saying that early, from very early tonight. Get the singles, turn one into twos, put pressure on the fielding side, and Ori misfields, Chango misfields this one. And they don't come through for the second, Pastor Morris. This is what we're saying. There was definitely a second run on there. But this United not looking to turn one into twos. And they missed out on a single there.
Phil seems to be in trouble with this arm.
Definitely. Let's hope he can get through that last over. You don't want to see a young fast bowler or any player getting injured.
So he's right. He is doing stretches, pulling his
he's in trouble. He's definitely in trouble. And that does not spell, that does not augur good for Labe.
When you're bowling fast, you must do the exercises. You must do the warm-up. Because running up and delivering a delivery, you really crack up all the muscles in your body. You call them to play. And so if you not warm up, you could really pull something quickly.
Here is Fields. Ball him!
Another leg
There is that leg cutter again.
He was pushing forward.
There is that leg cutter again, Pastor Morris. And Pastor Morris, I think the fat lady is about to enter the shower
The fat lady sing.
Fat lady is about to enter the shower, Pastor Morris.
lady sing.
She hasn't sung quite yet, but I think she's about to enter the shower, Pastor Morris. This
What
is
a beautiful delivery.
trouble, Pastor Morris. Serious trouble for DC United.
So the winning indicator would say 80-20 in favor of Labby. 6 for 16. This
Morris,
is over number 5.
I think this is very generous.
Yeah.
I think this is very generous. You need... Steven Gabriel is now coming to the wicket.
Yes.
With 6 wickets down and 16 runs on the board.
Now
You still need 100 runs.
Yeah.
Now, Steven and Arnold they absolutely need to construct a very solid partnership
and
for DC United right now and put pressure on Labby and allow Labby now to start making mistakes. And as you could see, Fields probably is in trouble, and he has looked the pick of the bowlers,
Yes.
getting that ball to swing with those leg cutters. Very, very dangerous bowler.
Yeah, very dangerous.
And he still has 1 over after this one.
one.
If he can't get through with that last over,
He seems to be okay now.
it's gonna, well, having
I think it's the extra, when you look for the extra speed, look at his action. With the extra, when he comes to do the extra and he pushes.
Here he comes. Goes to Steven. Gabriel is playing this one.
Fantastic.
Shot foot, man.
ball.
Shot fine leg. Comes in for this one.
We will give you his figures in a while. The figures for Fields.
Fields.
Superb bowling.
Extremely
He's
good bowling.
pulling Labby out of
Yeah,
this.
he's definitely, and he's moving that ball. Those leg cutters
Yeah.
at Pastor Morris, they're difficult to play.
Yeah.
I can tell you.
Yes.
So here he comes. Bones to Steven. Steven is wrapped on the pod.
Ah!
That is a very good delivery, Pastor Morris.
Yes.
Very
Just
good delivery.
on
Very
leg
good
stump.
bowling
Very good
by
bowling.
this young man there.
4-4. 3 overs, 4 for 6. Well, we had a guy from Millet
Three overs.
who bowled 4 overs, and he took 5 for
2.
5 for 2 or 2
think
for
something
5,
like 5 for
something
2.
like that.
But
Yeah.
definitely
He had 3 consecutive
3
mid
overs,
overs.
Pastor Morris. 4 for 6. That is extremely impressive bowling here. And that accounts for all 6 of the wickets to have fallen tonight.
That is a man of the match performance.
Oh, definitely.
That is a man of the match performance.
Definitely.
And it is going to be difficult for it is going to be difficult for DC to pull themselves, because after this pair, there's nothing much to come out of them.
Extremely
Yeah.
difficult.
So partnership.
So here's Calendar back into the action. Bowls to Arnold. Arnold is letting this one go through. With the wicket keeping low, Pastor Morris, was that advised at this time to let that ball go through?
Well, it was a little wide too. It was a little wide too. And Arnold is thinking of a long inning. I mean, it's still early o'clock in the overs.
A lot of time, a lot of overs.
Yeah.
Here's Calendar. But that's a no ball. Definitely a no ball. Definitely a no ball. 1 for height.
Yeah. Tonight, I must say, what I noticed in the outfield, the dew is not bad at all, like last week's game.
Considering we also had some light drizzle for the evening. So it's a free hit. Here's Calendar. And Arnold is only able to muscle that down to long off. You just get a single.
Good ball.
Good bowling, good comeback.
Very, very interesting match. I think DC said they came to win the game, so they should fight. They should be fighting.
Well, there's still a chance, Pastor Morris. There's still there are enough overs left to win the game.
And it's 116.
It's only 116, and the deficit is now below 100. So definitely still a chance, but they need to keep the 4 wickets they have in hand. They need to keep all 4 right now. We need Gabriel and Arnold need to put together a very solid partnership right now
And
to get DC out of trouble. Here's Calendar. And that's down the leg side again. Wide signal by umpire Aristi.
the wicket keeping has been so impressive. Mr. Simon has
Well,
done
definitely,
a
like I
fine
said,
job. Yeah.
He's a wicket keeper by profession in the game.
He's had some problems holding on
and,
to a few, but generally his keeping is just great. I'm very much impressed.
But Labby continues to gift away runs via the wide method.
Yes.
And they need to find a way to pull back on those wides and keep putting the pressure on DC. Here is the Calendar. Bowls to Gabriel. Gabriel is pushing this one through. Cover point. They come back for the second. Here is the throw. And good running there by those young men. They come back for the second.
Good cricket all around.
And this is what's needed. They need to find ways to convert 1 into 2s, 2s into 3s, and punctuate it with the occasional boundary, Pastor Morris, and rebuild the DC United in it.
Labby must take a page from the DC fielding team. The approach to fielding, attacking the ball, that is so important.
Here is Calendar. He doesn't deliver the ball, dead ball signal. Pastor Morris, that level of fielding is not something you just emulate or something you just copy. This is something you work at. You practice it. Of course, your agility makes a big difference. Here's Calendar. And that's in the air. Not going to hand. Here's the throw. Of course, Labbe need to be careful. I don't think that throw was warranted.
Yes,
could have easily gone away for overthrows for 4. And you need to save every run. And like we said, Pastor Morris, it is a small total.
Yeah.
And if you're not careful, you could quickly realize, oh my goodness, we only have 20 runs left to defend.
Right.
So you need to find every way. You need to be as measly as for here comes. That's Calendar. And that's in the air. That's gonna go. Oh, that's no, that's not stop. That's 4 more.
4 runs, yeah. And that's the second boundary.
I thought Joel had this one.
The second boundary?
Second boundary in the inning so far.
Wow.
And DC, in the person of Arnold and Gabriel, are rebuilding the mountain, the response that DC would have needed. 26 for 6 in over number 5.
The bowler was trying to bowl a slower delivery,
over number
but
6.
he bowled it short.
Here's Calendar. Shot again. That's flash. Can that go? Does it have the legs? Doesn't have the legs. There's trouble. There's trouble, Pastor Morris.
Oh. This second
Simon needed to collect this ball cleanly, and he did not. And I think that saved Arnold.
Yes. So the second run here, the batsman must be careful who is chasing the ball.
Definitely.
Who has the ball? You must know he's a right-hander, he's a left-hander, how consistency he returns the ball over the stumps. So you know you can take a chance on his arm, you know you cannot take a chance on his arm. But to run blindly is dangerous.
Definitely. And I think what may have happened is Arnold may have thought that ball would have gotten to the boundary. But like I said to you earlier, with the showers we've been having all week, there's a bit of dampness, there's a bit of growth in the grass. So you're not going to get value for the shots along the ground. So where you think it may go to the boundary,
it will not.
It will not. So you need to run the first one as hard as possible. Of course, like you said earlier, that all goes back to the basics of the game. If you run the first one hard, then you're in a better position to assess whether the second is on or not.
Most time you see the batsman reach the non-striker end before the non-striker is halfway.
Definitely. Or they run past the wicket and then try to turn for the second one, and that just invites trouble.
So the opening bowler comes back to the river end. He comes to the northern end,
He's changed ends. And Miss Preville will give us his figures in a while. And his name, here he comes.
Antoine.
Oh, that's Zai. Oh, that's
Bitten
out Zai. I didn't make him out.
Gabriel looked for a mighty drive. The ball was again pitched up on 5th stump line. And with his feet planted on the leg stump, he was nowhere near that ball.
If you notice Gabriel bat, Pastor Morris, he bats with a bit of arrogance. And not arrogance in the sense where it's obnoxious, but he bats with so much confidence that he almost looks arrogant playing the shot. So he always believes that he can get the ball away. So here is Antoine. Balls to Gabriel. And a Yoka length delivery. And they come through for the quick single. Good running.
Good running.
Good one. Definitely good call by Arnold. And Pastor Morris, you have to understand as well, Antoine and Stevon, they play in the same cluster of hardball cricket.
Yeah.
So there is always that challenge.
That competition between them.
On the field. So you just want to go with him.
Yeah. Very well.
So here is Antoine. Bowls to Arnold. And it's us in the air. It's going to drop shot. Just a single. Eli Box cleans up. And there's an overthrow. They're going to get an extra one. And Labbe Sander dropped the ball just a bit, gifting away an extra run
That's
there.
right.
And this is what we're talking about. This is now finding ways to turn 1 into 2s and capitalizing on those very small mistakes and putting pressure. So 31 for 6
Yeah.
in over number 7, sorry. There is Antoine. That's flashed away. There's a man there. He's not going to stop this one.
Marvin.
Marvelous shot. Marvin not able to stop this one. And Arnold slapping this one through backward point for 4.
The ball left the bat like a cannon.
Definitely.
And it slammed into the boundary.
What you
rope.
call that ball was bludgeoned
Yeah.
into the boundary for 4. And
So-
that takes the score to 35 for
So
6.
you see, right away you could see.
Definitely, the tides definitely turning.
It's coming.
Labe needs a wicket right now, Pastor Morris. And DC, of course, need to consolidate on this partnership. Here is Antoine. Balls to Arnold. Arnold is letting this one go through because it's wide. Umpire signals.
It's
And
important.
look like Arnold has been able to transfer the pressure now onto the bowler by hitting him for 4.
Yeah.
So now the bowler is not sure about the line and length that he bowled previously. So he now has to adjust.
And Arnold must be careful. I mean, while he's scoring runs, but if he gets out,
Here's Antoine.
hit down to
Just
long on,
slapping this one. Long off comes in.
pick it up.
Jaden Gabriel. Jaden Lybox. Just a single.
So as I was saying, Arnold must be careful because 6 wickets are down. And he is the only recognized player there. While it's true, he must take chances, but he has to be careful because at his dismissal, that will be bad.
There is I. And that's into the pads.
Slower delivery.
Gabriel not able to put away that slower ball. And end of over number 7. The score 37 for 6, Pastor Morris.
So at 5 runs and over, it's not bad. But the wicket column is an indicator that you are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, definitely.
But
not just a wicket.
At 37 after 7, that's 5 runs span over. And what was required at the beginning was about 5 runs span over.
Definitely.
5 and 3/4 runs span over. So the run rate is not bad. But
By having lost 6
6
wickets, that definitely changes the equation. Still, I think in Labe's favor.
still in Labe's favor.
One wicket then now would definitely put a lot more pressure on DC United. Of course, that partnership is vital
Very
to
vital.
DC United overhauling that score of 115 tonight.
I think this is the last recognized pair that you can get
So
runs
it's
from.
spin into the attack. Calendar beats him outside the off stump. So a good start by Calendar. Pastor Morris, you said earlier that you haven't seen a lot of spin.
Yeah.
Is it advisable now to bring in a spinner
If your,
into the attack
if
now?
your
Is it a
spinner,
quality spinner?
If your spinner can bowl
Yes,
him.
Calendar. Bowls to Arnold. And this is 6. This is gone. This is 6.
Full.
They need a couple more of these. And that was a gift, Pastor Morris.
Yes, full.
Full toss on the bat.
Yeah.
And if you don't put that away, you have no one to blame but yourself.
But you can
So-
get out with the full ball. You still have to put it away.
But definitely, and
Yeah.
I think Arnold put that away beautifully. Chose the longer end of the ground though. But good shot.
Very, very good shot.
And first 6 of the innings.
Yes. First
And
6 of the inning.
Calendar needs to be very, very careful that he doesn't give away too many in this over and release some of the pressure that had been built up
That's right.
on this United.
And it becomes a problem. That
'Cause-
when the rhythm start going with them, they,
Here's Calendar. He's flashing outside the off stump, not making contact. You would think that Arnold is in now.
Yeah.
Arnold is set.
yeah,
And Arnold probably has a game plan.
yeah.
And if you miss your mark there, he's going to make you pay dearly for it. So here is Calendar. Oh, that's gone! That was not very intelligent cricket there by Arnold. He was batting so well, Pastor Morris. And the last thing this United needed is exactly what has happened. They've lost another wicket, and not just another wicket, Pastor Morris, the key wicket of Keegan Arnold at a time when they could not afford to lose another wicket.
But we were just talking about Arnold's value to this partnership. And he should stay there and bat the 20 overs.
It's just
And hey, he runs down the wicket. He just hit the guy for a for a 6. And there's nothing wrong, but he just run past the ball. Hey, he run past the ball. And I mean, what is going on?
I'm perplexed to understand what was the intention.
Yes.
You run down the track. You don't try to hit. You don't try to place the ball. You just run down the track. Yeah. They did not need this at this moment, but it has brought about the loss of the 7th wicket.
In the
with only
43
runs
in the 8th over.
on the board, with only 8 overs, 7-point-something overs being bowled.
This is a further again, the winning predictor, and Labey at 90, and DC United on 10%.
I realize you're becoming a little more generous if you're a predictor tonight.
Well, you got to make allowance for the.
I mean, it's disappointing, Pastor Morris.
It is.
You know, you want to see good cricket.
You want to see good.
You know,
cricket.
and Kenrick comes to the wicket to replace Arnold. He's gonna face up to Calendar, and he's forward in defense, solid.
Do you know Kenrick? I've not seen this.
I've not seen him before at any level of cricket.
Well, he sure played this defensive shot in control and looked very much organized.
But defensive shots are not going to win this game tonight. Here's Calendar, ball down the leg side, wide signal. Pastor Morris, defensive shots, no matter how pleasing they are to the eye, are not going to win this game tonight.
No,
you need to find ways to score.
You need to.
And score quickly. And we've not reached the halfway mark in the innings, and they've lost 7 wickets.
That is.
There's Calendar.
Shot.
Oh, that's that! There's a ladder appeal! The finger goes up! Oh, this is disastrous.
It was a long
utter disaster here for DC United tonight. And a captain knock is needed tonight, Pastor Morris.
Yes. I must say the winning predictor has gone to Labey 99% and DC United 1%.
And we see Javon Charles, the captain of the DC United team, coming in with 8 free one on his back, Pastor Morris.
Which is the date that
Chaz passed. The unfortunate day. He needs to score at least 31 tonight.
At least 21.
31. Let's say 31.
Okay, 31.
But he needs to put together captain's innings. Now Gabriel is still there, and Gabriel can hit the ball.
Yeah.
But right now, with the pressure that they're under, Gabriel doesn't have the license to hit as freely as we would want.
I'm seeing that Labey bowlers have dug them out of a
They definitely have
deep hole. When they posted 115, that is not a winning score. That is not a pass score. The wicket was playing good. There's nothing wrong with the wicket out there. Tonight it has been just a bowler's night.
Tonight it is a 115 wicket pass. Tonight 115 appears so far to be a winning total. Eli Box into the attack. Bowls to Gabriel. Gabriel's getting the ball. That's pitch shot. He dabs that.
Now, what would Gabriel do? Gabriel knows the quality of batsman at the other end. He wants to score the runs. He's not sure if to expose the non-striker. He's in a lot of doubt.
There's Eli Box. Gabriel is hitting this one hard into the pitch. Calendar is at cover. He throws this back to Eli Box.
Eli Box is too short.
Definitely too short.
Too short.
There's Eli Box again. And
immediately that's another ball.
Yeah, toss this one up.
That's a different ball.
But Pastor Morris, when you're in that kind of trouble, you need to resist the temptation to go after those deliveries.
There's no more run. But if you look at the field place for Gabriel, we have 4 men in a circle on the boundary, just waiting for that airy shot.
If Eli Boxon keep that ball on the offside, there's not much danger, except there's a very big gap between. Here he goes. And that's dangerously close to Calendar there.
To Chase. Sitolin.
Oh, Sitolin.
Yeah.
Clifford Sitolin.
Yeah. 72 required.
Long way still. There's Eli Box. Beating him outside the off stump.
End of
the over.
Over number 9 completed.
44 for 8 after 9.
44 for 8 after 9. So I think now what Labi is doing, Labi want to squeeze the live juice from DC, and rightfully so. The choice of bowlers and the field placement, you can see that they are aware, and that is what we want to see. That the plot for each player is precise. Now there should be a slip. There should be a slip for. I would bring in a slip.
This is one step away from a semi-final spot. So you now have to employ killer instincts. You cannot afford to give away anything. They've given away too many extras, too many wides tonight. So they need to find ways now to suffocate the batsman. So there is calendar to Charles. Hits him on the pad.
Shot. That
Keeper.
should have been punished.
The skipper. It should have been. But of course, I always say, Pastor Moyes, you need to take the relative skill of the batsman into consideration.
That's right.
Where a better batsman would have punished this. You know,
Wow.
Charles not able to put this away. So he settles on again. Calendar comes in. Solid in defense.
Well played.
Well played. Listen to the eye.
Yeah. Over number 10.
But I'll tell you, I would take power over beauty right now. They need to score runs. They need to. What you need to do, you need to find 1 and 2. Get maybe 5, 6, and then punctuate it with an occasional boundary. It may get you close.
Yes.
There is calendar to Charles. Charles is
On the back foot to cover.
he's struggling. He's not sure what to do with that ball. Not sure if to go forward. Not sure if to come back.
But I must say, as a captain, his batters has really let him down.
They've let themselves down. So here's calendar. Calendar is
Up the back foot, and he's pushing straight to cover. So the game now is being played between the three of them. Ori, the batsman.
well. That's what happens when you suffocate batsmen. And he's hitting this one. Goes down too long on. Just a single though. And a much needed single for DC United. Takes the score to 45 for 8.
71 required in 9 overs.
There's calendar to Gabriel. Gabriel is in defense. Another over comes to a close that brings over number 11.
So
10, over number 10. So at the halfway mark, Pastor Morris.
yes.
DC United 45 for 8.
What is that means the run rate is 4.6318. That is the run rate here, and the required run rate is 7.1.
Well, I don't think the run rate is that much of an issue at this point. I think it's the 2 wickets in hand. That's the crucial point for DC United.
So
They only have 2 wickets in hand.
So Labi has employed spinners at both ends. And last night and tonight I was saying I have not seen spin bowling. And tonight Calendar has had a fine 2 overs. And Eli Box is going to bowl his second over from the northern end. So here is Eli Box. He is going to bowl his off spin. Comes in, bowls off the back foot and hit that through the covers. But the man on the boundary pick it up. And there's one.
Well, there isn't a better time to introduce your spinners. Well, you have a team chasing 116 for victory at 45 for 8. There is no better time to introduce your spinners. You got to take a risk right now. You need to buy a wicket. Buy the last 2 wickets if possible.
Eli Box.
There's Eli Box.
Throw it up and the cross bat comes in. And he just got one. Gabriel just hit it. Wideish mid on. And the bowler himself run it down.
Because of the position that DC United find themselves in, Labi has the confidence. Labi bowlers have the confidence to just toss up the ball and invite DC to take chances.
Yes.
And one or two may go for 6, but it may just produce a wicket.
Eli Box
There's
comes
Eli
in,
Box.
balls.
There's goals.
He was shipping to hammer
Definitely.
that out of the ground. And he was
Wide delivery.
beaten, and the umpire
It's a wide delivery.
signal a wide delivery.
Did that go between the batsman and the stump?
No, it was outside of your stump.
Outside of stump?
Yeah, outside your stump.
Oh, I think that was a bit harsh
Yeah.
from umpire Leo.
But here is Eli Bucks. Comes in on the way balls. Again, back and push it to the batsman, to the bowler. So Captain Charles here must look to get one out of the ground.
A big one is coming, Pastor Morris, and you could just expect a
he's
big one. A
looking
big
at
one is
backward square.
coming. Oh, there you go. Swings at this one. All along the ground though. Just a single.
Yeah.
Antoine comes in from the long on boundary.
And one more.
And just a single takes the score to 49 for 8.
Yeah.
In over number 11. Pastor Morris, at the end of this over, you're going to just big up our sponsors again.
After the beaten outside the off stump, that was a faster ball. He was looking for the one that he looped before. But this time, with the arm, went straight to the wicketkeeper. Didn't.
Well, definitely a bit of variation from Jaden tonight.
He comes
Here
in
he
again.
comes in. And that's the loose one. He's in the air. Oh, he
Drops him. That was
it.
a
Oh
dolly.
my goodness, that was a cardinal sin tonight.
Who did that? Chango?
That is a cardinal sin tonight, Pastor Morris.
It looked like Chango.
I think Chango will be walking home tonight.
Or Mervyn.
I think Chango will be
Oh, Mervyn
walking
is
home
there.
tonight.
That I
Oh
have.
my goodness. This is what you call dropping a seat-up, Pastor
He
Morris.
did not have to move a muscle. The ball came low and soft to him, and
Pastor
he
Morris,
put it down.
And that was the game. That was the match
was the
right
game,
there.
yeah.
But Ori Chango has put down a seater, an absolute seater.
The
tonight.
ball went in his hand and out again. He did
Oh
not
my
have to
goodness.
fall and lose the ball, but he actually gathered the ball and dropped the ball. That is unbelievable.
And just a few nights ago, Ori kept wicket.
Calendar
Yes,
comes
Calendar.
in. Shot
Charles getting the ball down the leg side.
wide.
And again, Labey continues to gift runs via extras.
50 comes up.
50 comes up. Scorer will tell us how many extras out of that 50 so far, Pastor Morris. 16. 1-5. So only 35 runs off the bat, Pastor Morris.
Yes.
And 15 extras.
So that's 2 overs and a half.
Exactly. Here's Calendar. Oh, Charles is pushing this one. The man comes from backward point. Gabriel half pitch, but gets back to his mark.
Charles looked like a complete batsman.
Well, but this is not what DC requires
Well.
right now. They need him to find ways to score. And that's in the air. Should be just a single. Marvin throws in the return. And they come through for a single, which brings Gabriel into strike.
Now,
I think Gabriel should have a go.
Gabriel should be
Definitely should have a go. You need to find ways to score
get in the
runs.
strike and
Yes.
do or die.
Here's Calendar to Gabriel. And that's in the air. Gabriel is flashing at this one. Wide signal though.
For Gabriel, I like the cover fielder. I like the point fielder there. No, that is gully, a deep gully. I like that.
But the extras, Pastor Morris, is worrying. The extra is very worrying from Labey. It keeps on mounting. 16 of them right now.
Yeah. And you only scored 160.
And you only 115.
Yeah.
So here is Calendar to Gabriel. And Gabriel is looking to force this one into the offside. The bowler feels.
It was rather short and slow. Gabriel could have done whatever he wanted with that ball.
But he seemed to have rushed him a bit.
Yeah.
And you need to get under this to put it away. So
His decision was
here is
late.
Calendar. The switch hit. The attempted switch hit by Gabriel. And is that an indication that Gabriel is struggling tonight?
He's thinking. I want to say he's thinking. So far, he has not middled the ball
Semantics,
as he went
Pastor
to.
Morris.
Yeah. He's not middling the ball.
Here's Calendar. Let's switch it. And that's going to go away. Lovely shot for 6, Pastor Morris.
Yes.
Lovely shot for 6. Inventive, Pastor Morris.
Yes,
Innovative.
very-
But when it comes off, it looks absolutely gorgeous.
Well, he tried it the previous ball. He missed, and the field was not changed. Nobody was pushed back, and the bowler came in and gave it air again,
I think,
and there it
Pastor
was.
Morris, I think that was a lack of thinking on the bowler's part. At this time, you know that Gabriel is looking to be creative. He's looking to find ways to score. You fire that into the block hole. You fire that at the stumps. You don't give him that in his act and just allow him to employ the switch hit and just put that away for 6.
So 58 required of 8 overs?
Game on.
Yes, that is exactly
Game on,
7.2 runs an over. 8 sevens are 56. So 7 runs required an over. Again, the run rate is not bad. They can take their time and get close to the target. Let's see.
These two just need to stay in there. Charles need to keep anchoring the end for Gabriel. And Gabriel need to find ways to score, but not take unnecessary chances.
Here's the line box. Faster ball right on the pad.
Cannons into the pad.
So how you build a partnership? Let's score the next 5. Let's score the next 10. Let's get another 5. And before you know it, you're piling up a total. You go past 20, you go past 30.
The T20 game is played in segments.
A line box, balls, eh?
That's 6 more!
That is 6 runs.
That is 6.
6.
Much needed runs
Yes.
coming there for DC.
Yes.
Captain Charles just latching onto this one and goes over wide-ish long on for 6. Takes the score to 64. 64 for 8. And Pastor Morris still a bit of life left in this game.
Still a little bit of life.
Still a bit of life. Here's Eli Box again. Goes to Charles. Charles is playing this one into the offside. Another misfield by Calendar. Allows them to come through for the single.
And if you notice, this last 2 shots, 2 sixes, have changed the temperature.
Is Labe crumbling, Pastor
That's
Morris?
right.
Is Labe panicking?
And there's nothing to panic about. They have the game under control.
So let's see how Eli Box responds. Oh, how is that? There's a lot of appeal. He's giving it, Pastor Morris. Oh, that is game probably set. I'm not sure if it's match, Pastor Morris.
The ball kept lower.
Oh, Pastor Morris.
Lower than usual, and Statius was trying to dig it out. Got the bottom edge and the wicket keeper on second attempt.
The worst possible outcome for DC United, Pastor Morris.
So
the loss of Stephen Gabriel at this crucial juncture, where he was just starting to come into his own, where skipper Charles looked like he was just about to start, breathing some life into his own innings, and hitting the ball away and losing a wicket at such a crucial juncture. This is definitely not what this United would have hoped for.
No.
Gabriel walking back looking rather dejected, very disappointed.
The team is going to feel very bad since the Chaz, or the former member of the team, and they really wanted to win this game, this tournament, just to recognize their union. They're missing him, and it's rather unfortunate to find that they're at a position where the winning indicator is saying it's 100% to Labe and 0%
but unfortunately, Pastor Morris,
this United.
Sentiments don't win cricket matches.
No.
Skill, runs and wickets, that's what wins cricket games tonight, and we do feel for this United. But there's Jaden Eli Box, balls to Tristan. Tristan is pushing this one down to long on, and Zai Antoine comes in from the boundary to clean up. Pastor Morris, like I said, sentiments can only get you so far, and when you get into the middle, you need to come with your A game, and tonight DC United just did not come with the A game, with the bat.
Second half.
With the bat.
Yeah.
Here's Eli Box. Balls to Charles. Charles is forcing this one
hard into the ground. Yeah.
And that's the end of
number
12.
I would bring back Fields at the other end for his final over.
Definitely. If he's fit enough to bowl the last over, I think this is the perfect opportunity to bring him back and try to get this last wicket and seal that victory tonight. So, Pastor Morris, we potentially looking at Labe Millet on Saturday night.
Yes, that's the other semi-final.
This is going to be an interesting game. I think most people would think that Millet probably has the upper hand, but after witnessing tonight's game, you never can tell in a game of cricket. Who are the players you want to look for in that matchup? There's Calendar.
Well played.
Tristan is flicking this one into batting. The leg side.
Tristan is batting as if he knows something about batting. And I think if he hang around there, he has the muscles. He can power a few deliveries into the boundary. And that can probably sink Labe a little if they're not wise enough to know that this is a match that they are going to win tonight.
There is Calendar. Oh, good delivery.
This is a leg spin. This is leg spin.
bits him, all ends up.
Yeah. So the left arm is bowling leg spin. That would be Chinaman googly.
Definitely. And he seems like to be getting a little movement tonight as well.
Yeah.
Here is Calendar. Bowling to Tristan. Tristan is beaten. I think he was fortunate that that ball went into his pads and did not go through to the keeper.
I'm happy to see Tristan and Calendar is looping the ball. When you loop the ball turns a lot more.
Here is Calendar. To Tristan. Oh, that's an appeal for stumping. But nah, umpire Leo says no. Pastor Morris, when you have a team in that position, this is the perfect opportunity to experiment, to try different things, to get that final wicket. You need to loop the ball here right now.
Yeah.
Let the batsman take the chance.
And knowing the quality of batsmen you're playing against who will not likely hit you over the rope.
Definitely.
You can loop the ball.
One or two may sail over the boundary, but chances are there might be a miss hit. One goes up.
So what will
Calendar
Tristan
comes
do
in.
now?
Also Tristan. Tristan is looking to flash, not making contact. Score is on 65 for 9. 66 for 9.
Over number 14.
Here is Calendar. Flighting this ball. Got an edge to it, but
All along the ground.
the captain turning on the single end of the over. So Charles will be on strike for the next over.
And
13 overs bowled.
and who is going to come up? Okay, that's right.
So they've brought back their strike
Fields
bowler.
at the same end.
At the same end that he got
Yeah.
such good movement.
Yeah.
Those leg cutters were a revelation tonight, Pastor
Yeah.
Morris. And I
So-
don't think any of the batsmen were able to cope
So
with him tonight.
So where's the slip? You need to put in a slip because the less ability is more likely you will touch it outside the off stump and the ball can fly into the slip.
When you hit the stumps like he does, you
don't
need
need
a slip.
That's right. That's right. So the slip is coming in. Well, no, it's going to be a fly slip, but there's nothing.
More short, more third man.
Okay, this is third man now.
Definitely.
This is third man now. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. Here is
That's Fields
Phils.
to Charles. Oh yes, that's into the pads, but definitely signs of that movement from the leg onto the off stump.
Immediately
Definitely, Pastor Morris. This is one of the hardest deliveries to
to
cope
bowl.
with.
Yeah.
And it would be interesting to see what he could do with a hard ball with a seam.
Yes.
Here is Fields. Oh, Javon is playing this well. Looks good. They come through for the single. No one is looking to fill this ball. And they contemplated a second, but got better of it.
Well played by Charles, the captain Charles.
Definitely.
You heard the sound from his bat.
Yeah,
He
middle
the ball.
this one.
Yeah.
So here's Noel to face up to Fields. And this is into the pads. Nobal thinking this was going to go down. Tristan Pierre. Thinking this one would have gone down the leg side, Pastor Morris. But because of the movement that Fields has been getting, this one came back into the pads.
If he pitches this ball on center stump,
He's going to get this. He's going to get it.
I don't think
he's going to get him out.
Tristan can touch this ball.
So here is Fields. Oh, this is beating him outside the off stump, looking to flash.
Very, very interesting game here.
Was bowling his final over, Pastor Morris, but really, really good figures so far tonight.
Great fielder, guys.
So here he comes, bowls to Tristan. Oh my goodness! Beating him again. Exaggerated movement there tonight, Pastor Morris.
Fantastic bowling.
Yeah, exaggerated movement. The batsman all at sea.
All at sea.
Has no clue
Yeah.
what's going on in there.
This young man has been wonderful all night.
There he comes. Oh, that's into the body again.
And that's a wonderful spell.
Wonderful spell by the young man.
Very,
End of his fourth over. And end of over number 14. Score 67 for 9.
Yeah.
DC United chasing 116 for victory. In a spot of border.
That's not a spot of border. They are in serious trouble. Not a spot of border. Serious trouble.
Well, definitely, Pastor Morris. I'll go with this one. They're in serious trouble
And
at 67 for 9.
Considering is the number 9 and 11 batsman there, you cannot be in more trouble than that.
Definitely.
You can't be. No recognized batsman out there.
And you'll be praying for a miracle tonight.
So there's no one person you say, well, if he gets a strike,
Definitely.
so you are in a lot of trouble.
Although Chaz would seem to be the more...
So 15 overs completed. They need 49 in 5. That is 9 fives or 45. So they need 9 runs and over. And that is beyond the ability.
That is a tough ask. That is a tough ask for number 9 and number 11. There's the light box. Chaz is hitting this one into the vacant cover area. Just a single.
There's a gully, a cover, a point fielder, and the cover fielder is more at mid-on. It's more mid-off, excuse me. So cover, there's no cover.
He's getting a full ball, and just a single.
So Labey has spread the field around. Labey has spread the field around. So we really don't know exactly. Let me try and give you this in a while.
Here is the light box. Balls to Charles. Charles is looking to heave this one away, but not able to get under it. Just a single, and Marvin comes off the boundary.
So square leg, the backward square. You have
very defensive field.
Yeah, very defensive field, and you have mid-off is straight. Down the left side,
wide
you
again.
have mid-on is straight, and you have long on a little wideish, and then there is the cover field on the boundary.
Here is the light box. Holds to Tristan. As Morris,
and the point fielder is also 3/4 way to the boundary. The gully fielder is 3/4 way to the boundary.
The skipper is satisfied to give them the single, which can't hurt them at this point. Protecting the boundaries, I guess.
Really defensive field.
Really defensive field.
I'm surprised by the field place.
Well, every captain has his own strategy. Here's the light box. Quicker ball, and that's the end of it. Gone through, game, set, match. And that brings the DC United innings to a close. Very disappointing for DC United tonight, Pastor Morris. Very disappointing for cricket tonight.
Yeah.
Scoring 70 all out in over number 16. With only 171. With only 115 on the board, Pastor Morris, you expected more of a contest tonight. But in the end, it was all Labey coming up trumps tonight. And like we said, Pastor Morris, a game of cricket is never over until it's over, until the winning run is scored or the last wicket falls. And we've just witnessed Labey defending 115 tonight. The impossible has happened, you'd say.
I must agree. I think DC played 2 halves tonight. The first half was magnificent with the ball. They bowled beautifully. And to limit Labey to 116, it's a fantastic performance. But when they came back, they find themselves at 4 for 6, 3 for 2, 5 for 4. They really never tried to cover up. You see, there was never a plan. You don't see anybody go there and try and, let's take the single, let us run. We'll hit the odd boundary because it's only 115 on the board. And even 115, even losing with 45 required in 5 overs at 9 and over, with 2 good players at the crease, it was possible.
Yeah, Pastor Morris, cricket is a game, like we said before, played in 2 halves. And when you bowl first and you bowl well, you need to come back and you need to bat well.
Yes.
And DC United, I think they bowled well tonight.
Very well.
They bowled very well. Restricting Labey to 115 was a very good effort with the ball. However, the batsmen were not able to replicate that performance when their turn at the crease came in. Of course, we take nothing away from the Labey bowlers tonight. I was particularly impressed with the young man who opened the bowling from the river end.
Fields, yes.
He was
fantastic.
Yes, he was immaculate. He was on target. He got the ball to swing, and he just went through the DC United defense tonight. So, congratulations to Labey for making it into the semi-finals. Commiseration to to DC United. I think they put on a good fight. They had a good tournament. Unfortunately, that is the end of the road for them. But I'm sure you will be seeing a lot more of them in the coming days. Of course, following this knockout tournament, we have the APL tournament starting almost immediately. So a lot more cricket to come, Pastor Morris.
Yeah. So right now for the ceremony, closing ceremony, we go over to Cepal. Okay. So tonight we want to put our hands together for a good cricket game. And now we would like to have a chat with the captain of the losing team. Give him your mic. Charles, how do you feel?
Oh, well, it's never good being on the wrong end of a match, but you know, I'm still happy on the inside because I think our team really improved from the years before. So there's a lot of things, positives we could take from this match and from the tournament in general. I mean, we were expected to go all the way, and I think that our matches leading up to this point was really good. Our performances were really good, and then I mean tonight it was just a tough day at the office. I mean, we know what we were getting ourselves into when we went against Labie, and they have shown us that they are full of class. And you know, credit to the way our boys just bowl and just come and just enjoy the game.
I think the commentary team, not only tonight, has agreed that DC United is the best bowling team in the competition. And the first half of the game, you bowled brilliantly. To limit Labie to 115 was a fantastic job. But what happened with the batting?
I mean, it's not. I don't want to put negatives into our batting. We just want to say that Labie just really bowled well. I mean, the opening bowler did a fantastic job. When you could swing the ball both ways, I mean, you could really set up a batsman really good. So, and tonight was his night. So you just have to give credit where credit is due, and then you just say good luck, Labie, for the rest of the tournament. And DC, you know, next tournament we're just going to do what we've always been doing.
Well, congratulations to DC United for a wonderful tournament. I think you guys played great cricket. Your fielding was, I think, is the best we have had in this competition, and your bowling has been superb. Thank you very much for your contribution.
Cheers.
That was the captain. Charles, put your hands together for... And tonight we call the captain of the Labie team, Mr. Jason Simon. Hold this mic here. After 20 overs, 115 on the board, what do you say?
Well, runs on the board is always runs on the board, you know. I always have the confidence in the guys, especially coming from the last game that they bowled very well.
What do you think contributed to tonight's bowling performance? I noticed 115 and 71. Did the wicket play a role or just good cricket? Good bowling?
It was, you know, an all-round effort from the guys. You know, we were just supporting everyone out there. We were playing as a unit. I mean, we keep playing better together. And I think that's what really propelled us into such performance. You know, it's just the team playing together.
Fields. You kept wicket up for Fields. What was happening to that ball there? Leg cutters he was bowling?
Well, he was really moving that ball. You know, he both ways. So I just came up to the wicket to just deny the batsman of the opportunity to just bat out of the crease, you know. So I was just trying to cram them in.
Well, wonderful performance. I personally, my heart filled with 115 on the board. But what you have done tonight, you have showed that runs on the board is runs on the board. You must go get it. So to you and your team, congratulations. Are you moving to the semi-finals? And that is Saturday night. All the best. And you and your team continue to work hard and hope that you can get to the final.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night. Now we will call our statistician, and she will give us the Man of the Match award tonight. Which will be presented by Pastor Randolph is here. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I love Team DC United. Congratulations, Team Labie. All the best in the rest of the tournament. This evening's performances from DC United: Keegan Arnold with 27 runs, Tyler Sukwa, 4 overs, 3 wickets, 19 runs. Stephen Gabriel, 3.1 overs, 2 maidens, 2 wickets for 1 run. Labey, Captain Jason Simon, 52 runs, 2 stumpings and 2 catches. With an outstanding bowling performance of 4 overs, 4 wickets for 7 runs. This evening's man of the match, Omari Fields. Congratulations.
Yeah. Who had the record from Millet? They bowled 4 overs for 5 runs.
I'll have to.
I give him the medal. Yeah. Hold this, huh? Hold this. Hold that up to you. Okay. Yeah. With me tonight is a gentleman who, after Labey scoring just 116, yeah, got his team back in the game. How do you feel?
I feel good, but could I do better?
Put the mic closer. Put the mic.
I feel good, but I could have do better for now. But I have it.
So you were running up to the wicket and you were moving the ball both ways, right?
Yeah. Both ways, but I try for the time.
You try for the time.
Yeah.
So you enjoy bowling here.
It's good.
What was your captain saying to you? What were your team members saying to you?
Put it straight on the wicket.
Put it straight on the wicket.
Yeah.
And you did just that.
Yeah, but I bowled too much wide.
Yeah. Why that's been an issue? Well, tonight I must say that you really dug Labey out of a hole, and congratulations for your performance tonight. You did a wonderful job, and looking forward to see you again Saturday night.
Yeah.
All the best. Thank you very much. I think we've had a good night.
Yes, indeed, we had a very great night. And again, I want to commend DC United. All right, DC United, named after Dhanraj Chaz Cepal. And then they played real hard. They know that they were doing it for him in his memory and so on. And for them to have reached so close to the finals, I think we have to commend DC United again for that wonderful performance. All right, representing Chaz very well. So congratulations again. All right, and then Labey, well, we will see them in action Saturday night. And the grand finals, Pastor. Oh yes, the grand finals Tuesday night. All right, so let me commend Mr. Movin for great commentary tonight. I will hand over now to you and Mr. Movin to bring it down.
So quickly, first of all, let's talk about the sponsors. The knockout tournament.
That's your job.
The knockout tournament is at this stage now, and we want to thank Mr. Cepal for his support. Cricket, what happened here tonight goes to prove that runs on the ball is runs on the ball.
Well, always. You get in, you score runs. You come out and you defend it. You find ways to defend it. Tonight, this United thought that maybe 115 was below par. But when you have a great bowling performance like Fields had from the river end, you had good support from the other end as well. It puts pressure, it builds pressure. And when pressure starts to build, if you don't find a way to relieve that pressure, and tonight Labey did not let up at all. Unfortunately, they gave away 16 wides. Something they need to work on going forward. But all in all, a very good performance tonight. I'm very impressed with Fields. Looking forward to seeing him in action on Saturday night against Millet. It's going to be a tough game. I'm salivating over this one, Pastor Morris. Millet, Labey, semi-final Saturday night. One to look out for.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you very much, Mervyn, and thank you very much, our listeners, wherever you are. Join us again on Saturday night, and thank you for your support. We've had a wonderful cricket tonight. Thank you for your support. Bow your heads with me. Let us pray. Let us pray. Father, thank you for tonight. Today was rainy all around this place, and this place was dry. And even when the rain started coming, the drizzle started coming during the game, you had this under control. Take us to our various homes tonight safely and take us back here, everybody, so that we can have a good semi-final game. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Mr. Simon.